Greetings, everyone. And welcome to a very special monster-pleasing edition of Monster Party.
Monsterpalooza, Monster Party.
Yeah, we're at Monsterpalooza. And man, is it exciting. It's like in full force right now.
Oh my gosh,
back.
Matt, it's just
And we're
crazy.
back. And there's people in costumes, and there's tables full of delightful macabre items.
We're seeing
and
old friends. You know.
making new friends.
There was no Zoom link.
No Zoom link. We have a raffle. We have
We've got new
free
merch.
gifts.
We got new merch. We got
New
shot
merch.
glasses
You know,
now.
Shot glasses.
We have so many new things, but there's one thing missing.
Our intros. I am Matt Weinhold.
I'm Larry Stroth.
And I'm James Gonis.
You see,
And I'm Shawn Sheridan
No.
from the play.
No.
I'm too weak
No,
to
it's
come here.
Friday night at Monsterpalooza. It's a tradition that Shawn is working. He's,
Yes.
Yeah, no, he's a hard worker, and we're covering for him. But
folks who are regular listeners to the show, they know that we're in entertainment, and sometimes, we'll be busy.
he's got a demanding gig.
He does.
So
he does have a demanding gig.
So yeah, but he'll day 2 and 3, he's going to be in full force.
And then we're going to make sure that since we had to set up by ourselves, we're going to make him take everything down by himself
That's
while we
right,
sit
yeah.
and watch him.
Yeah. Well, while we just eat like giant submarine sandwiches. I see us all like eating a giant one, but in different places.
Monster Party Podcast.
We miss him, but we're having a good time. And we're taking it all in.
Guys, we made our first sale. Larry, while you were in conversation with someone, we actually sold our first T-shirt
Hey!
to a Patreon member who's here all weekend, and he's going to come back.
Wow.
That person deserves a free gift.
Big time.
We have free gifts.
That's
we have
another
free
thing.
gifts.
You have a huge pumpkin, a plastic pumpkin.
Yeah.
And Larry, you went all out on these free gifts.
You really did. You
You
did
had
a
these little-
fantastic job.
These little novelties.
Thank you.
That you put in bags, and you actually had a tag. You printed our faces on the tag, and you stapled them to each and every bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
It must have taken hours.
Days.
I'm guessing you loved it, though. It was like,
Well, sure. I mean, it was fun because, as I was listening to my tape of applause while I was stapling these things, but I also had to make sure I had the little thing about, not for kids under 3 because of small pieces. I wanted to make sure.
wow. You are
Choking
very,
hazard.
very
Yeah,
conscientious.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It looks like the people that have come by, and we've given out a couple already, and they're being really well received.
Yeah, people are filling out these little forms to put them in the big skull and hoping to win this raffle.
Now, I am looking at, James, you have this, I think it's energy. It's an energy thing, right?
It's an energy shot.
Okay, now you at one point described 5-hour energy.
Yes.
That you got at
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
Yes.
This is called Happy Fix, which I think is like the energy shot that didn't pass the FDA and it made its way. It's the Tenafly Viper of energy shots.
That's what makes it so exciting, you see. You have no idea
You have
what
no
to
idea what's
expect.
going to happen.
It's $1.25.
$1.25.
Can't go wrong.
It's worth the extra 25 cents. It really is.
And I'm awake.
It's nice to see James is awake. I don't know if you caught this, Matt, before we started the show, James pulled me aside. He said, since Shawn wasn't here, James is going to be able to get in a word in edgewise now. So,
Yes,
yeah.
because it's either me or Shawn. We can't both cohabitate.
And Larry and I, we just kind of hang back. Let you guys work it out, Yeah. No, we're not getting into that. No way. But, we're going to do the best we can with the three of us. And
sure.
We have a nice rapport. It is nice to all of a sudden, have Shawn kick in with some fun fact about some
The newest
obscure 70s.
the newest Blu-ray release
Sure,
on
right.
Severin.
Yeah. Sean's funny too.
Oh God, he's the master of deadpan.
Well, he's also has a mind that is just unbelievable. The amount of knowledge he has in his mind is
correct.
Just,
Yes, he's got a
I mean,
lot going on in there.
Sometimes he pulls something out, and I don't know where he got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then other times you want him to pull it back. I'm teasing you, Sean. Of course.
When do you?
We all
like he's listening.
We all.
Yeah.
He'll never hear this.
No.
Right?
Why are you apologizing?
No,
It's like
what'll
come
happen
on.
is that he'll start listening to this on his deathbed, and he'll get to this one and he'll like Weinhold. But I've been dead years.
But Sean is in
And the
great
machine
health
will be
right
going
now.
beep, beep,
He's in great
He
shape.
is. He's in fantastic
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah.
He had some health problems, but they were caught in time. We've heard all about this, people. But yeah, he's doing better than ever. So the world is a better place with Shawn Sheridan. Let's
Yes,
just
it
face
is.
it.
We're here at Monsterpalooza, and sometimes someone really great will walk by. I have Tom Woodruff here.
Oh my
Ladies and
God.
gentlemen, Tom
Oh,
Woodruff.
yay.
Hey.
Seriously.
Yay.
Now, Tom, isn't it true? I heard a rumor that you helped Ted Haynes build something that's in the museum.
Have you seen it?
No, not yet.
This was the way we were calling this our big surprise. So yes, can I tell you it?
Please, yeah.
But please come and
Oh,
see
we
yourself.
will.
No, it's a full-size Frankenstein Aurora model,
Oh my God.
built to every detail because we scanned a real Aurora model and we had it output in foam. We did all the pointing up and the mold making and casting it up in fiberglass, everything from the base to the top of the head. But we didn't stop because we decided we had to make a bunch of tester paint bottles.
Of course.
Just brushes. It's so much fun, and the instructions are laying there, and we have a 9-foot tall model box.
You have a box?
with the James Bama artwork on it. It's
Yeah,
it
it's
was
like,
great
it's like
fun.
the Land of the Giants
Yeah,
version of a Monster Kid's
Well, it's
dream.
funny. For me, it was like when I was a kid, I kept thinking, why couldn't these models be bigger? They'd be so much easier to paint. And they weren't.
Yeah.
It was rough.
It's
It was
funny
rough
because
going.
I just found my dad's, when the first line came out, my brother had a party where he had everybody buy him these kits. And he wasn't that good of a painter, so he got my dad, who's an artist, to do all these paint jobs and their washes and all this stuff. And they're
God.
incredible. And I found him, and I hadn't seen him in like 30 years, and I touched them up and everything. But yeah, those kits, these were the early kits that were like molded in pink.
Yeah, some of them were in pink.
Yeah.
But here's the thing I want to know. Ted said this was a labor of love. You guys worked on it together. Now, what do you think about doing any others?
Well, the joke was almost every day when we quit, we said, next year, the Wolfman. But I don't know. I think the easiest one would be the Prisoner of Castle Murray, because it would be buy a skeleton, make some rocks.
Sure, right. Yeah.
Now, is it true I heard that you have a Batmobile?
I have a replica Batmobile that we built at the shop, the ADI shop, because I had space and I had people. We had so many people on that thing that knew how to do it. And we wanted to make it cool, so we have all the buttons that work, and they have sound chips in them and lights, and it's just so much. It's still
Does the fire blow
Hollywood
out of the
Museum.
back?
Yeah, we have fire that shoots out of the back.
So it's the 1960s Batman.
Is there another one?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you don't think that you don't?
What?
You don't think those other ones?
You know what? My son is totally into the other ones, and it's like so fun to see generational differences.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Oh, I think that's what's interesting about these models. It's like I was first generation, because they came out in '62. So by the time '68 or something, I was 8, 9 years old, and I could do it. But we figured this out. I think these models are now on their 4th generation, which is cool because it's Karloff as Frankenstein and Lon Chaney's Wolfman. They're not slashers. I'm not putting it down. There's a lot of cool stuff here, but it's a whole different character vibe than a monster that's going to deliver immediate death, right? There's something really, really cool
They have
about
a
them.
backstory that's rich.
Yeah.
And those characters are so iconic. And then those kits, they keep releasing those kits, the exact same molds.
Yeah.
Because, they were perfect.
They were.
They
I
were
still
so good.
I still have a mint Godzilla from the Glow version. I still have mint box. Oh, I love it.
Mint box. I have every box of the original 13 and every model of the original 13. Oh, that's when I had to stop. But then years later they started putting out like the the monster hot rods, and that's when I'm kind of on the brink of, I kind of have a good place to stop right now. I have other things to paint.
Drive hot rods.
Now look, I know Tom's it's like we're just getting started here. He's trying to take a moment to look around, and I don't want to take up a lot of time, but I do want to ask, is there anything that you're working on that we can know about or anything, or?
I'm working on, actually Alec and I, who ran ADI for like 30, almost 35 years, we're thinking now's the time to turn and do something else, right? We're getting to that kind of, it's heading towards the last chapters of our lives, and there's things that we each want to do that aren't necessarily partnered kind of things. So I've got a studio, I've started doing some of my own artwork, and I've done a couple of really small effects for films back in the East New Jersey. I'm in Pennsylvania, so I'll do some of that as it comes up. But in the meantime, I just want to keep sculpting and doing my own art, my own pace.
We're huge fans.
Thank you.
Yes.
I really appreciate that.
Well, I want to thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And yes,
yes.
And you know, isn't it great to have Monsterpalooza back?
Yeah, really. Oh my God! Everybody says the same thing, and just even from tonight, you can tell it's gonna work because everybody's been so hungry for this for years.
Right. That's right.
Well, thank you so much for spending a moment with us.
Nice talking to you guys too.
Nice talking to you. Yeah.
And you know, can I give him a free gift? Can I give you a free gift really quick, James? It's right over there, the giant pumpkin. Just bring. Well, for talking to us, just bring the pumpkin over. And just reach in, and you get a free gift.
Without looking?
Without looking. You just reach in, because you never know. No, let's see, what is it? Oh, you got the dinosaur one! Look at that! Okay, you can see one. If you want, you could. No, this is a good one.
Never say no to a dinosaur. Look at you guys.
Yes, yeah. See, it's yeah.
Wow.
Maybe one day we can get you on the podcast.
Maybe one day I'll be working for you.
Hey, all right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one. You know, I just wanted to point out that, you know, it's so great to be back here at Monsterpalooza. Just right at the start, I just saw people that, you know, I haven't seen in ages, and it was just so great to like reconnect.
Yeah.
You look familiar. You look familiar.
We saw this guy, 4 years ago?
Yeah. What's your name again?
Eric.
Eric
Rizzo.
Eric, what are you dressed up as today?
Grim Reaper. Since too foggy.
Grim Reaper classic. I've got a Grim Reaper costume as well.
Yeah.
Well, Eric, I got to tell you, you look great. How does it feel to be back at Monsterpalooza?
Feels great. A lot of memories, and it's one of those memories I want to be back in an environment. I've been absent for the cosplay world for about 4 years, but I'm glad to make a return and reconnect with everyone that I missed out and missed touch with. And you guys have been very awesome.
Well, thank you.
You're very kind.
Well, let me ask you something. We want to give you a free gift because I remembered you even with your mask on.
Me too.
Thanks.
Okay, so reach in to the giant pumpkin. You don't look. Okay, that's good. That's a good one. Pull that. No, not two. There you go. Okay, there you go. Look what you got.
Wow.
Look, you got vampire teeth.
Amazing.
You got a little bubble blowing finger thing and fingers, and a little dinosaur skeleton.
Speaking of fingers, reminds me of one of those zombies we'll eat.
Yeah.
And an interesting story to tell you.
Sure.
But a couple of weeks ago, I had this crazy dream, and even I woke up like, what the heck was this all about? So the dream was, I was watching a live WWE match, and then, so what happened was, when I was watching the match, as soon as one of the wrestlers made their entrance, when the music played, the crowd from the WWE audience were screaming in fear, and they're like, ah! And they all ran up to the stage, running in fear. And so the TV put on blank, like difficult technically. And I was like, what the heck's going on? And then later on, it showed on TV one of the female wrestlers running for her life, run! And then all the zombies started coming into the arena.
Wow. Oh my God!
Live wrestling match.
Wow, that's a heck of a dream.
Yeah, this is a film pitch.
Well, thank you so much, Eric. It was so great having you stop by, and I hope you enjoy the free gift.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you bet, buddy. Mm-hmm. Enjoy the rest of Monsterpalooza, okay? All right, man. Take it easy.
Aw, see?
You know, isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice?
It's so great because it was like I recognized him
too.
even when he had a little mask on. I remember that kid.
Yeah, and he was very nice and sweet, and it's just great to see people back enjoying the things that we enjoy and celebrating horror and special effects.
If I'm not mistaken, he was Freddy Krueger last time.
I believe you're right. I believe you're
the
right.
picture.
Gosh.
He's got a good memory. Yeah, it's all that cleansing. It's all the apple vinegar and vodka.
You remembered.
Yeah, no, I know. Someday I'm going to be like you, James. Just not yet.
Is that what it is?
I can't do it yet. Yeah.
Well, that was great.
How does the cleanse work? Is that the end of the day you just and then
How's it going?
just start fresh?
Just organic, a lot of veggies, and
Okay, all right, stop talking.
A lot of water and apple cider vinegar in the water.
Okay.
Monsterpalooza. Here we are at Monsterpalooza.
the cleanse edition.
The cleanse episode. Hey, welcome to the cleanse episode. No.
Maybe Cronenberg should branch out into cleanse horror.
Maybe so. That would be great.
That's actually that's a great pitch.
Yeah.
Some fad diet that's actually
Kind of like we were talking about with Street Trash with Tenafly Viper.
Yeah.
That you do this cleanse and all it does is just like all your organs and everything just come out.
Yeah, and it's
Ooh.
just this combination of natural food, so you would never suspect it.
Yeah.
You think
this
it's
is
healthy.
good.
You think it's healthy as shit.
This
It's
is
just
good.
The opposite.
Yeah.
Great podcast. Check it out. Science fiction,
Yeah.
fantasy, and horror.
There's,
Look at all those
Larry,
amazing guests.
doing what he
Look
does.
At all those
He's-
amazing
he's-
guests.
Someone
He's our
picked up
barker.
our someone picked up our flyer.
Yes,
Picked up the flyer, and
Sexy,
now he's
very
accosting them, but with charm.
Of course.
Yes. Once again, Larry, I love what you do. I love what you do on the carpet.
Oh, do you?
I do. I'm not just saying that.
Oh, well, thanks.
It's your thing, you know? You're shameless.
Yeah, look at the back. There's even more guests on this one. Look
Now-
at this.
he-
We
so
had
now
Clint
it's the
Howard on
second
our show.
time he's accosted
Denise
this
Crosby, Jeff
woman.
Goldblum.
Yeah.
Doug
I know.
Jones, remember The Shape of Water?
Yeah, he's reminding people of The Shape of Water. That was a movie. Remember the Oscar
yeah,
winner?
exactly. So,
Oscar
Lorraine
winner.
Newman, Saturday Night Live. Hello.
Saturday Night Live, yes, I remember her.
If you like, whoa, hey, sorry about that. If you like science
Now-
fiction, fantasy, and horror
It's a
talk,
tripping
check
hazard
it
with
out.
a mic
yeah,
cord.
he almost killed someone with our mic
Where are
cord.
you on here?
But it's a horror convention, so
This
it fits.
is me because I'm a big creature fan.
You? I'm so excited. Well, it's a
And I'm Dracula because I'm
He's-
the sophisticated
He's the
one.
sophisticated one, and
Can I have you gentlemen sign this for me?
Wow.
wow.
Where are the
Wow.
pens?
Yeah, let's do this.
One here.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Okay.
just so happens I brought one with me.
Oh.
Because I
Look
was
at that. We have an autograph moment.
we are
very
autographing.
sure.
Yes.
Flattering. Wow.
Yes.
What's this?
That's a Sharpie. That's even better.
You can do this one.
This will be better for
This,
the
yeah.
autograph.
There you go. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, Matt and James are signing their first autograph. You know, you deserve a free gift. That's what you deserve. You deserve.
Yes.
James, why don't you bring over the free gifts? Okay, now you can't look inside. No, not that free gift. No, say okay. He's looking. Look at that. Okay, so he's
If you need to look, you can look.
okay, but there. So he got his free gift. Do you want to get a free gift?
May I? This is such an honor being here with you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. It's an honor
Look what
to
you
have
got.
you here.
Oh, look,
Look
you
at
got
that.
some creepy crawls. That's the bubbles stuff.
And you got the teeth.
Yeah.
And teeth and
Yeah.
snakes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. Thank you.
Great for cosplay at home.
Oh,
you
and
know.
What's your name?
My name is Kristen.
Kristen, thank you so much for stopping by. You got a free gift, and let me just
Yeah.
sign this.
Thank you so much for the autograph. This is a huge honor.
Of course, yeah.
And I can't believe I got in to see you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We've got this on the recording,
Yes.
so yeah, that's
Well,
beautiful.
thank you. Hopefully, I can make my way back around again, get through the crowds of people, and
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. It's the line. Look at the
I'll be sure to
line.
Tag you guys, and I love it so much. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Enjoy the show.
Thank
guys.
you.
Great.
What a good sport.
Yeah, you know what's wonderful too is if you folks have listening, check out
Hopefully you're
photos.
listening.
Check out photos of us. You'll see that I'm kind of standing in front of the table here. So sometimes I move around and I have this cord, and we just had right in the middle of this interview, some guy just walked by, just almost
Yeah.
tripped on the cord. So I
Yeah.
need to kind of stay in my
How's
corner over here.
how's the insurance for this table?
I wouldn't discuss insurance. I really wouldn't. But isn't that nice? That's our first autograph.
That was lovely.
You know,
she
if only,
was great.
If
and
only
she,
Sean were here to experience
yeah,
it.
I know. You know, So that's going to be the thing now with collectors or vintage toys. The one that's always worth the most is the one that was limited. So now Sean's will be the autograph that everybody wants.
Are you going to say, oh, I have one with just Matt, James, and Larry. I don't have the one that has Sean.
You got to get the one that has Sean.
I mean, that's the only one that really matters.
Yeah. It's going to turn into that, I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
As much as I hate that idea.
It's the exclusive.
It'll be the exclusive,
what I forgot
yes.
to do? You know what I forgot to do? If she comes back around, I have to have her fill out a thing so I can have her do the raffle.
That's right, yeah.
See,
we're getting, we're getting in the groove.
Yeah, we're getting our sea legs.
Yeah.
Is that what it is, Matt?
It is sea legs, yeah, because we haven't done this in ages.
Yeah, honestly, guys, as we were setting up and making all these decisions on like, okay, what should the table sign say? Where should everything be placed? I was thinking, not only are we setting stuff up and selling merch, but we're also recording. And it's like, how the hell do we pull this off every time?
And I just want to, sir, I want to thank you for doing this because you're the first one that I didn't have to say anything to, and you just saw it, you knew it. You're saying, I might want to win a free book.
Yes.
Earmark this ballot right.
See? You know what? Hey, no.
Not saying
there are no
anything.
rules. Just, hey.
Not saying it.
Right, hey.
Well, thank you so much. What's your name?
Ramin.
Ramin, thank you so much for stopping by and filling it out. And are you here for all 3 days?
You know what? I'm only here for today.
That's okay, because if you've got the email address, we're going to have a raffle tonight, tomorrow, and this Sunday. If you win, we'll contact you, okay?
Wonderful. Good luck, you guys.
Thank
you so much. Enjoy the rest of the show.
That's a really good Michael Myers mask. That's an awesome mask.
He just got it for his birthday too, because it's next week.
It's so good.
So mommy did good.
Wow,
Excuse me, can you say
you're
that
the
again?
best.
Mommy did good.
Did you get this outfit here?
Yes.
Yes, we've
So-
got a Michael Myers costume with a
Yes.
fantastic mask.
You are a good mom.
Yes, I am. I have to. Do you see who I'm having around?
Now, are you a big Monster fan yourself?
I am now. Was not, but I am now. Absolutely.
Now, is it running the family here?
Yes. Older sister, she's the youngest.
Do you like monster stuff at all?
Yeah. She likes some, but she still keeps it,
Keeps it cute.
Here, but yes,
Yeah.
He's the one.
Sure.
He's the one that follows it.
Did you watch Beetlejuice? Have you seen Beetlejuice?
Yeah, I love
You're not going to just run
those
through
kind of
movies.
No.
Okay.
What's your name?
Victoria.
Victoria. Now, you guys just started to look at stuff. Have you seen anything really cool at first?
This little girl right here following my son loves Michael.
Oh, that's
So far, we
great.
just walked in, but so far it's so good. Yes. Cool masks. People are having fun, so yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah.
You guys could win. You never know.
Yeah.
you so
Yeah.
much.
Oh, that's great. The little girl's so happy to see Michael. and it's a little girl with a Michael Myers action figure, and she's talking to Michael Myers, and of course Michael Myers isn't saying anything because that's what he does. But it's funny. It's like in my day, it was Ronald McDonald and
Ronald
Mickey
McDonald.
Mouse.
and look and and then here you go Bozo the Clown and.
Yeah.
Here you got Michael Myers,
Yeah,
the friend to all children. I think it's beautiful.
Thank you. That is
It's a
wonderful.
brand
Thanks,
new
guys.
world.
Well, here's some trivia. What was the Halloween movie that Michael Myers was burned in?
I have no idea, but I'm going to say 4.
Okay. I have no idea either.
Oh,
I don't know the answer.
Wow.
My
We're
answer
terrible.
is the Cordettes.
Nice one, James. Nice one.
I just bought a Michael Myers mask myself.
I have one that I got, like it was on sale, and it's one from the
Here's a group of young ladies.
from the new one.
Hi, girls.
Okay,
Hi,
so we've got a bunch of
Can you come and talk to us?
charming young ladies coming up,
Yes,
and
yes,
they look familiar.
Yes, actually, we have my daughter, Kathy.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
And you brought a couple friends with you.
Yes. This is Amelie and Abby.
I'm friend 1.
I'm friend 2.
So have you guys checked out? What have you checked out so far?
So we saw some jewelry, and we saw the Living Dead dolls, and I bought.
Show us what you got.
Okay, wait.
Oh, here we go. So
name's
she's
on it.
opening up a very a Living Dead doll's
So I
bag.
got a plush. a little
Oh,
plush,
she's
and then
she
I
got a
also
plush.
Sadie.
Oh my!
And Sadie. And what's Sadie's deal?
Sadie. I don't really know. I just think she's cute, and the bottom says I sleep with the worms.
Well, that's her thing then.
That's her thing.
Yeah. Does it come with
Top
worms?
says I'm dead.
Yeah, and her eyes are really
Yeah.
they're two-color eyes.
Yeah. One's black and one's blue.
So that's the plush version of that doll?
I guess so. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they said.
It's cool. It's got kind of a Wednesday Addams thing,
yeah,
but a
that's
little
why
spookier.
Yeah, I thought she was cute.
Yeah.
Now, what have you girls seen out here? That anything cool?
Oh, there was a lot of really cool like makeup stuff and special effects. There was also another guy who was selling like Monster High dolls.
You got a Monster High doll?
I got an original operetta doll.
No way!
Wow. Okay, so
Yes, we got to see
it's
this.
coming out of the bag.
Oh
And look at that.
my
oh,
god!
Look at that.
Oh my god! And it comes with a spider.
A little spider lady.
I was so surprised they had her. But yeah,
So it's actually a vintage item.
Did that
100%.
run you a lot of money or?
yeah, online it does, but I only got this one for $50.
Fantastic.
My god, that's awesome.
Best purchase in my life.
Well, so now have you girls been to the museum yet?
No, not yet.
You girls have to check that out. Okay.
I agree. I want to check out more. I want to get something here for sure.
Good. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you girls check around some more, and then come back and give us a report. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, girls. We'll see you in a bit.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Wait a
Hey, look,
minute.
yes.
Wait a minute. Is this Mr. G?
We have Mr. G. Charles
Oh my
right here who just showed up.
So,
And,
oh my God, it's so great to see. Look at your shirt.
Look at him. He's.
For listeners, his shirt. How does this man get these great shirts?
I know these great shirts.
He's
It's got every
Loch Ness
monster.
monster, an alien, a yeti.
A lot of cryptozoology.
Yes, exactly. Well, I was at home trying to figure out what to wear, so I was going through my closet trying to think what says still single and here's why. And I narrowed it down to about 50 choices and then pulled this one at random.
Well,
It checks all the boxes. It really does. Yeah.
I'm just so thrilled to see you, by the way.
Yes.
Do you still have the tats are all there? No.
I got rid of those tattoos. Yeah. All of them.
Yeah.
Really some of the greatest tats that I've seen on a person. Yeah. You bring it, and then it stays.
I have your Monster Party logo on my bikini line.
Where it belongs.
Where it belongs.
Yeah.
I see the Monster Party cap all the time because my neighbor Rose Abdu wears John Matta's Monster Party cap all the time. Every time I see her out walking by in it, I always yell, "Throw that fucking cap away! You're driving down the price of our homes."
Oh, wow.
But
she normally makes such great choices, too.
Yes. That's a joke to anyone who knows her husband.
Now I know, like you're a big man in entertainment and stuff. Is there
big man.
now? Is there anything you're working on that you can tell us about?
Yes, it's nothing horror related, but I am working with George Lopez and his real life daughter Mayan.
Wow.
On a new sitcom for NBC that will start airing in November, and I'm casting.
Fantastic.
That is
Say
awesome.
Say hello to him for me because
okay.
I've worked with him a number of times.
He's so sweet.
He's
I was
great-
gonna try to make a monster joke about him, but it doesn't fly because
No,
he is actually.
he's a sweetheart.
He's really great.
He really is a
I
sweetheart.
will say my favorite thing about casting the pilot with him, we were all on Zoom, and he's coming to me, from his home, and behind him on his wall, this line of electric guitars, all these guitars, and I asked him one day, I go, I didn't know you played guitar. He says, oh no, I don't. That's how rich George Lopez is.
Oh, that's impressive. Yeah.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
How does it feel though? After 2 years, we're back at Monsterpalooza.
Yeah.
It feels great. I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Are you here for the entire duration?
You mean like tonight?
Well,
Or just like I'm not coming on Sunday. 'cause,
you're not coming out.
No, I'm not dying. I will be, but I am here tonight. I heard Dana texted me.
Dana Gould.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
that's
Yes.
it. Yeah.
He's big.
Oh, he's huge.
He is huge.
Yeah.
He is huge.
He's very close friends with Dr. Z.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Who's
Yeah.
doing very well.
Dr. Z is doing very well. You're a big fan of Dr. Z. Yeah.
Do you love Dr. Z?
I love Dr. Z.
And who is your friend?
Yes.
Oh, this is my friend Tom Dennison.
His personal photographer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Should we get a
I think it's
photo?
about time. Yeah.
I think it's about time to take maybe a photo here in the booth. why don't you come up, step on in there?
I'll hold my breath.
Oh, well, you certainly will, especially when I stick my tongue in your mouth. How's it going? Good to see you.
Just consider my mouth Bronson Cave.
Here we go. Give us a count of 3. Monster Party. Nice. Thank you so much.
Who writes these jokes for you?
Oh,
You've been a better joke writer than before.
I have the headphones, and there's a guy. Somebody from Stern is in the next.
Unfortunately, it's Robin Quick.
She's all I could afford.
If George is looking for someone who's like a funny writer, there's someone right here.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of busy, but you never know.
They are staffing the show right now.
Look, I'll send my person to your person, who will then find a person.
Send your person.
Yeah.
Send your person. Send anyone. Send anyone. I'm so lonely. Send anyone. Send anyone.
I'm so happy to see you.
I'm happy to. Did you see Ken and Brian? They're around here.
They're
somewhere.
walking around? Okay, great.
Well, we'll look for them.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's give.
Oh, you know what? I think you deserve a free gift.
Yes.
You get a gift. Yes. Now. Yes. Now you can't look. You just got to stick your hand in. Okay, stick your hand in.
Like in Dune.
Yeah, like in Dune. Just take one.
Or Phantasm.
There you go. Oh, you got the dinosaur one. The squid. Look at that skeleton you put together. And look, it free.
Listen, I hate to name drop, but Tony Kameen.
Of course, yes, I love Tony Kameen.
Also my neighbor, not to brag. I live in a very upscale neighborhood.
Wow.
And Tony is one of my fellow hikers around the neighborhood, and he places little fun plastic toys along the walk in people's yards and stuff. And so I'm going to place this in his yard.
And yet he makes fun of me and my doll collection.
Who does it?
Right, you have to.
This would be great.
Well, thank you. Enjoy your free gift.
By the way, I prefer to call them dollies, okay? A little respect.
The worst part is, all of them married, and I'm still single.
Go figure, Guys, thank you so
come on.
much, man, for stopping by. Enjoy your gift,
look,
okay?
There's a sea of homeless people out there.
I'll be joining them soon.
Okay.
I
love you. Oh, gee, Charles,
man.
what a delight he is.
Do you remember we had a great time with him
He's
on the show?
Every time I'm, I bump into him at an event.
Yeah.
He always brings a smile to my face.
If I remember, do you remember the episode? What that was? It was casting.
It was casting.
It was casting.
That's he's casting supreme.
And I think I couldn't remember. I mean, it was like I think I called him Dr. G or
Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Mr. G. And
When his first name is G.
yes.
I don't understand the whole G thing, and I don't want to know, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some things are.
I like it as a mystery.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Left unsolved.
Yeah, if it's like, it's for Gordon. I don't know. I don't want to know that. I want to.
Yeah.
I just G. I like
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the point.
I'm thinking of going one name at some point in my life before the end.
Really?
Yeah, and it could be Matt, but it could be something like Bronze or something. You know what I mean? Like just some one word.
How about M?
M's good, but M's got baggage. It's got the
Yeah.
Bond baggage.
Well, Peter Lorre too, right?
Oh, well, thank you for pointing that out. That's a very good point. Although probably most people would go to the M from the Bond.
Yeah.
But yeah. Hey, if you were going to have a one-word name, what would it be?
Oh, how about? Oh, so it couldn't be the Lair.
No, it could. I think it could be.
It would just be Lair.
I will accept the.
Yeah.
I'd prefer just like
Lair.
Prince.
Like okay. So there's like well like Cher, and I would
Precisely.
be Lair.
Prince.
Lair. I like that.
Lair.
I like that.
Yeah, I would be.
How about you,
Lair.
James?
Wow.
What do you got?
For name?
Yes.
I'll get back to you on that.
Wow.
No,
we have 3 days.
No, this is too important.
Just choose something.
This is too important a question.
I've got my real one.
Which
Ready?
one? Well, yeah.
It's pizzazz. I'm like, hey, pizzazz is coming over. Isn't that great? How can you go wrong with that?
You can't.
I mean, I'm sure there are some situations where you go wrong with that. But I don't want to think of that.
I don't know.
All right. Well, thanks for... Yeah, I got nothing. Nothing. Out of all words. You could have chosen anything and just no.
But this relates to my...
You could change it. How about that?
Okay.
All right. What do you got? Go.
Shark.
Shark?
Yes.
Oh, that's... Yeah. You
Yeah.
couldn't do Jaws
No.
because...
No,
then
this
that'd be
is
like Mr. Jaws, the cartoon character.
Yeah, no.
Shark. I like that.
Shark.
That's good. See?
Well, it's because when people think James, they don't think shark. You know?
Yeah.
I want to defy expectation.
Right. Yeah. You know, you're reinventing yourself.
Exactly. And tomorrow I'll do it again.
All right.
I should mention one new thing we have this year is a raffle.
Yes, we do. Yes.
Where, where passersby will fill out a slip or drop their business card into the plastic skull. The same plastic skull we use for a topic free-for-all, right?
I believe so, yes, yeah. And it's been wiped clean of mold.
Great outfits, guys. Great outfits.
And people are actually filling these things out and dropping them in the skull.
Yeah, and who doesn't want to win something,
Well, it's a coffee table book, a beautiful Lon Chaney coffee table book.
Donated
Yes.
by Taylor White.
Of Creature Features.
Of Creature Features, yeah, who's just a lovely, helpful person who has really been a strong supporter of ours from the beginning.
Yes, he's been a big supporter.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So who do we got? So
wait a minute.
Out of the ether.
Yes, and I was just sniffing ether, coincidentally.
Steve Banos, friend of the show, shows up at our table and wearing a lovely Wolfman T-shirt. The Wolfman has a beer hat, a cap that says beer on it. And I just love everything about it. I love everything you're doing today.
And Steve, who do we have here with us?
This is my lovely daughter, Mars.
Hi. Mars, such a pleasure to meet you.
This is her first convention.
Really? What do you think?
It's really cool.
It is cool, isn't it?
Are you a horror fan?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So this must be almost overwhelming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We just literally walked in, too.
Oh, wow.
You're in for a real...
The snake line.
You're in for a real thrill. Now, you're also... you have a bunch of collection of photographs, right?
Monster photos, yeah.
Yeah. And
shots and kids in Halloween costumes as monsters, just... Can't
Love
get
that
enough.
stuff, yeah.
Even if a monster model is in a snapshot, then it's really gold.
You know what?
60s and
Yeah,
horror
sure.
monster model on a shelf.
Ever since you were on our show, I've been more aware of it, and I've been trying to, pick things off the internet too, because I love those stuff. Halloween photos from the 60s or the 70s, and if a kid's got a monster model and I've got to get it.
Got to have it.
Dana Gould gave me a great picture, nice framed picture of an older woman, and there's 3 kids with the Ben Cooper costumes, and she's kind of bending over, and it looks like 2 worlds colliding. Like
that's gold.
Yeah.
That's snapshot gold.
Yeah.
Now, Mars, I have to ask. So you're a horror fan then?
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you have a favorite film or a favorite monster?
Oh, well, I am dressed as Beverly Marsh from the It franchise right now. So
Nice.
I was gonna say.
How did you not see that?
Well, I didn't want
Mr. It.
No, I didn't want to jump to conclusions. She could have said something else. She could have said, "This is what I wear all the time."
But it's from It.
Yes, and you look great.
Thank you.
Yeah, did you like the first one better than the second one, or did you see the TV show?
I like the first one more.
I think we're all of that school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like both. It's apples and
hey,
oranges, but
right. I actually now appreciate the miniseries more.
Yeah.
Now, have you seen the miniseries?
I'm a little bit familiar with it, but I haven't watched it.
What's interesting is the It character is actually played by Tim Curry, who is actually here.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's cool.
That was a separate line to get in.
Yeah, well,
Tim Curry, now years and years and years ago, I worked with him. I was the backstage guy at a theater in San Francisco, and he was doing Me and My Girl.
What?
And he could not have been sweeter. Wow. Just a lovely guy. Would have parties and invite people from the theater to come over, and just great. And he signed my Super 8 Rocky Horror Digest.
Wow.
I love it.
The greatest.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but Steve's been a guest on our show, but since this is Mars's first experience at Monsterpalooza, I think she deserves a free gift. What do you guys think?
Big time, yeah.
Yeah. So you know what, Mars? We're going to have you stick your hand in the big pumpkin. You can't look inside, but you're going to get a free gift from Monster Party. Go ahead.
Oh, cool.
Oh, she just went, with spiders and teeth and little bubbles. Oh, look at that. Look, free gift.
Nice.
So
Love
you could do
it.
crossover cosplay if your character from It was bitten by a vampire.
Yeah.
There you go.
Got it.
What do you think?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy and check out Monster Party. Yeah. Should we give Steve Banos one? All right, Steve, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
No,
Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead. I think we just lost Steve. He does this, he's. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I mean, I live with it every day, so.
So he's an actor.
Yeah.
And are you interested in that at all? Or?
Yeah, I like acting. I'm in drama at school, and I want to go on and possibly do it when I'm older.
Can you imagine if you got in a horror movie? How much fun that would be?
I would love doing that.
Do you have a favorite horror movie?
Probably It Chapter 1.
And it would be It. Okay,
Yeah.
wow, yeah, that's a very influential franchise there.
Yeah.
My daughter's the same way. She loves that. She actually read the whole book.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Which
I
is
read-
like 10,000 pages?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I read Carrie for a book report.
Carrie's good. You know that he almost threw that whole story away.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting.
Yeah. And his wife was the one who fished it out, and I thought it was the garbage or something, but I don't know the story for sure. But that's a good wife who believes in you, because it's such a great novel.
Well, if only we had our Stephen King expert available, but he's occupied at the moment.
He's
so.
hobnobbing. You know James. You go to like a cocktail party, James is the one who is holding court.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually because he's holding a tray of hors d'oeuvres, but
anyway, I hope you enjoy your free gift, as we get started on this Monsterpalooza experience. So, but I think your costume is great.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for stopping by, and enjoy the rest of the show. And if you want, you can fill. You could win a book. So you fill out that little form, throw it in the skull. You could, or get him to do that.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
You bet. But thank you so much.
See, it's all coming back.
I know. Great shirt. Great shirt.
So,
young lady just passed by with a great Creature from the Black Lagoon shirt. The funny thing is,
what's that? I've never heard of that.
The Creature from the Black Lagoon shirt. The funny thing is, the shirt that she has on, I think I have about 20 of those. That shirt, that exact style of shirt.
20 of them.
I think about 20.
So wait a minute. So normally, in your case, it's you keep one in the package and then you use one. Now I understand with a T-shirt, you're going to be wearing them. They're going to wear out over time.
Yes.
So you have a few, but
you see, when you have 20, if you wear
you always
one,
have one.
Yes, and they're you get them washed and cleaned, and they're like in
but
great
with 20,
shape.
you don't have to worry about laundry. You could go a year without
Yeah, you're
laundry.
like Jerry Lewis would never wear the same socks twice.
Oh, well,
seriously.
Wow.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
But you would like to be that person, right? Wouldn't you? Like every day, you just crack open a new Creature shirt.
Well, no, because you get attached to your Creature shirts.
Do you?
Yeah. Don't you? Don't you have a favorite shirt?
I have favorite shirts. Yeah.
Like our Monster Party shirts.
Yes.
I mean,
Well,
I love
see,
our
that's
Monster.
We were
the
on
thing,
sale
though.
for a reasonable price.
Yes, they are.
I gotta say though, the whole thing about T-shirts, I love T-shirts. I love unique T-shirts, and I will still buy a unique novelty T-shirt.
But
Well, because we're in Monster Party, we're representing, and a lot of times I'm wearing the Monster Party T-shirt, one of the ones that we've
Yes.
had made up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like, well, when I see other T-shirts, it's like, well, yeah, it's cool, but if I go to a convention, I'm still not wearing it. I'm wearing the Monster Party. You know?
yeah, but then during your life, there's the
Yeah,
T-shirts that you wear, and
that's
I
true.
always wear a T-shirt. It's almost like my uniform,
Right.
You know, and so I have some favorite T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Larry? Aside from the Creature shirt, do you have another shirt that you?
There's a Godzilla one, and
Okay.
it's the Age of Destruction one, and I think I have about 10 of those. Wow. So it's
impressive.
Yeah.
How about
exactly.
you, James? A non-Monster Party shirt.
Well, the famous Monsters back in the day when they had a big booth at Comic-Con,
Yeah.
they had gorgeous T-shirts.
Yes, they did.
From their covers.
Yes,
And the King Kong versus Godzilla one from
that's a great one.
from the classic '60s Showa. Which
Wasn't that
coincidentally, it was the same issue that we were profiled in. Which, made,
Oh, man, made our lives.
made our decade. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a couple favorites. I have one that I just got that is now my recent favorite.
Yeah.
Which is I've always wanted a Star Trek Deep Space Nine T-shirt that has it's the logo and it's the space station.
Wow.
Classic, not too busy. You've got a black T-shirt, so you've got the star field. Works really well. It's a little distressed, so which helps because as they get older, they still look new-ish, and I love that one. And then my other favorite is it's a parody of the Pulp Fiction poster done as They Live.
Oh, nice.
And I love that one.
Nice.
Guys, I just want to point out, I saw this gentleman walking by. I've always wanted to get him on our podcast. I'm standing with William Malone.
Oh, my God, the great William Malone.
Now,
wow.
He was the owner of Robbie the Robot.
I was, yes, I was indeed.
Yes?
No, I was just going to say, I've made a lot of movies and stuff, but I know when I die, Variety's going to say, owner of Robbie the Robot dies.
Sinjanor, hello.
Yeah. Scared to death, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Well, I'm so thrilled to have you in our booth here for a second.
So what are you doing here?
Well, we have a podcast where it's really just us shooting the shit, having some cocktails.
Well, good.
And we interview people.
Yes, but Bill, we've been doing this for about 8 years now. We talk about science fiction, fantasy, and horror, and we're not like a regular podcast where people all agree on stuff because we get into huge arguments. And look at the huge list of guests that we've had on the show.
Well,
Steve Railsback.
All right.
Denise Crosby. Clint Howard.
All right.
When we talked about,
you guys are rocking.
We want to get William Malone on the show one day.
I'm down. I'm there.
Do you know the last time I saw you was actually years ago when Forey had he was given his by the House of Pies. Do you remember the?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And you were there, and I was just
yes, and with my friends, and it was a great opportunity to honor somebody who did so much for science fiction and horror.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you did House on Haunted Hill.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Scared to Death, which was with the Sinjanor.
Yeah, that was the first movie I ever made.
And I believe I was at a convention where you brought the cast on, and it was years ago.
Yeah.
But I remember being there and just being blown away by all of it. Like it was so much fun. And then you showed the film.
Was Dr. Don involved in that?
But here's the question I want to know: is there anything you're working on now that we?
Well, I am working on a little project, and in fact, we're just doing some casting, and it was a project that. We were in pre-production on before the great fiasco.
Right.
And, so we're getting back into it and going to be shooting some tests soon, and we'll just see how it goes.
Does it feel great to be back in this environment?
It's great. It's been, 3 years now since I've been to one of these, and it's great seeing everybody.
It's great to see people.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Now, Will, who did you bring with you? Who's with you here today?
Well, this is my wife, Cece.
Hi, Cece.
Hi, Cece.
Hi.
She's crazy enough to have married me.
I have a wife like that. Yeah.
Now, not only did you have Robbie the Robot, though, I'm sorry, I'm fixated on this, but you had some other Forbidden Planet props.
Well, I still have quite a few.
What do you have?
Well, I've got like the combination lock, at the end of the,
nice.
Where he spins the lock.
Sure, yeah.
And I've got a number of the Krell power panels and some of the fence posts they use around the spaceship. I used to have at one time I actually had almost every existing prop on the film.
Wow.
And it just became a storage issue. I'll
Sure.
tell you a story. Please. When I was raping and pillaging MGM, I actually came across the whole bottom of the flying saucer, the full size. No. Yeah. And they said, well, you can have it if you want it. And I thought, yeah, that's great. Where am I going to put that? So,
isn't that always the thing? Where's the space, right?
Yeah, exactly.
My wife always gets down on me because anytime anyone says, "Do you want this?" I go, "Yeah, yeah. We'll work it out later."
Yeah. But I've always been a sucker for that stuff.
Sure. But I was thinking about this. I know it must have been tough to let Robbie go, but didn't he go to a good place?
I don't know where he went. I hope he went to they paid a lot of money for him, so I'm guessing that he went to a good place.
So we don't know where I went.
No idea where he was.
I saw him at a screening, and they had a somebody. Yes.
Are you sure it was the real?
I think so.
Well, that was at the Academy.
I believe so.
Because that was before I sold Robbie. That was we did.
So that's not the original.
That was the original.
Oh, that was the original. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
that
yeah.
was- yeah, we
It's kind of loud, right? And it's very heavy.
Very heavy. Makes a lot of noise when he walks
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
Yeah, he was. All those scenes in Forbidden Planet where you see him like walking quietly into a room, and that was all, good sound effects.
Yeah.
Well, look, Bill, I didn't want to take up a lot of your time. I just saw you. I just want to say a quick hi. But I'd love to get you on the show sometime. We could talk about your career.
Yeah, I'd love to chat. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Great.
Talk about classic cars or whatever you want to talk about.
Oh, sure.
Oh, well, I don't know about our listeners of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror want to go into classic cars, but maybe if there was a twist on it that we could do.
No, I was joking.
See,
Larry has a humor impairment sometimes.
No.
Yeah.
But I want to thank you so much for stopping by. You know what? I think this guy deserves a free gift.
I agree. Yeah.
You know, if you guys, and Cece deserves one too. Why don't you just reach in and just take out a free gift. So Cece's reaching in. She's reaching. Hey! Ooh! Look, you got rubber snakes and fangs.
Our cat will love that.
Go ahead.
Will, go ahead.
There you go.
So Will is reaching in and he's pulling out. Oh.
Twirled numbers. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? The numbers 1 through 10. And today's number is...
Oh, you got aliens!
All right.
Aliens, yeah.
I have free aliens. I love,
I'm telling you,
I love
your
that.
cats are going to have a field day here, yeah.
Well, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for coming by.
Oh, he was the owner of Robbie the Robot for
That's
years.
right. Yeah.
Oh, I have a Robbie the Robot collection.
I'm not aware of this one.
No, well, and the bummer is I always wanted to meet him and then say, hey, can I come over and check out your, but it's okay. It's okay. But
Well, he did say that he has a whole bunch of Forbidden Planet
I know. That's so
Maybe,
cool.
if you don't get weird on him.
But it's really interesting. I remember hearing him tell a story about when he did that first film that he wasn't really clear on everything that needed to be done. And I mean, I think I would have a blast talking to him about these films.
When I saw it at a convention as a kid, what I remember coming away with was how, for such a low-budget movie, how effective it was.
Exactly. So that was really a big thrill.
Hey!
Oh my gosh! And look, it's Rich Carell here. Oh my gosh! Oh, hey, Rich Carell!
Friend of the show.
What's up, man?
Friend of the show, Rich Carell here.
Come on. This is the best thing ever. Monster Party. I love it.
He loves Monster Party.
You couldn't
and we
even
love
do
him.
Monsterpalooza without Monster Party, could you?
Thank you very much. Exactly. Right.
Now, have you been in the museum?
We have not, no.
Okay, you got to go in there and see my Icons of Darkness setup. I have 3 original things, 2 of Gary Oldman's original costumes from Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Wow.
And then Schuler Hensley's full costume and makeup as the monster from Van Helsing.
Fantastic.
And that's just a little preview of some of it.
For listeners, I mean, Rich has this exhibit called Icons of Darkness. It's at the
Hollywood and Highland.
Hollywood Highland.
Right.
And it's filled with stuff from your collection.
You bet.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, and now we went over to your place. And we did the show. And
That
we
was
saw
the
just
best. That was so much fun.
It was such a good time, and it was just a sampling, really, of all the stuff that you have.
Right.
Can you believe how many years ago that because of COVID changing everything? And
What
now
was it, like 5 years ago?
Something like that. I think that's about right, yeah. 4 years, okay.
4 years ago.
But it's like we want to do another one, like maybe at the Icons of Darkness.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
And then we can get up and walk through.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. That'd be
That
great.
would be cool.
And we had Bridget with us.
Yes.
Yes,
Go again
that's
if you
right.
want her to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And who did you bring with you?
Who did I bring? Oh,
Yeah.
this is Beth.
Yeah.
That's my wife, Beth.
That's right. Beth, great to see
Hi,
you.
Beth.
Hi, nice
Hi,
to see you
nice to see
guys.
you.
When you said, who did you bring? I was looking for monsters.
No,
You looked right through.
I wanted to bring Beth in because,
Surprise.
because I remember asking Beth, I said, gee, it's so great you keep all this monster stuff out all year. And you're all, no?
No, we don't live this
No,
way.
we live in a normal. We don't live in the Addams family house.
Quote,
No.
normal, unquote.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I don't know about you, but I think these two deserve a free gift.
I
Guys,
agree.
Now,
I
it's
completely
nothing
agree.
fancy, but why don't you guys just, in the spirit of Monsterpalooza, just reach in and grab a free gift. Rich, why don't you go ahead?
Just know
dig-
it makes a good re-gift.
Yes, yeah. Look!
Oh, look what you got.
Oh my gosh! What did you get?
So you got a bag full of
he got the
bugs,
dinosaur one.
Dinosaurs. You got a centipede and
little skeleton and
a spider.
wind up.
No, this
Yeah.
is perfect.
and you got fangs too, right? You got
And,
fangs.
and
So
look,
you-
it's not for kids under 3, so I just wanted to
That's
point that
perfect
out.
for me.
avoid 3-year-olds.
That's perfect.
Just at any
Are
cost.
you sure you can handle this?
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, guys, how long are you going to be at the convention?
The whole time.
Whole time.
Yeah.
So, if I come by tomorrow, I can get on the podcast again?
Of course, absolutely.
And the next day?
absolutely.
Anytime you want. Anytime you want.
No, it's just a free little
we
stuff.
need our Rich Correll injection every day.
Well,
We'll give it.
But look, I know you guys just started. You're checking stuff around.
I'd be happy to do it at the show at Icons of Darkness. That'd be fun.
We want to set that up like
Yes.
down the road. Okay,
That would be wonderful.
guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Enjoy your free gift.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, guys.
Cheers.
Guys, take care.
Icons of Darkness. Check it out.
Hey, look who I see. I believe it's Mike
Wait.
Mendez,
Mike
friend of the
Mendez.
show.
Mike, wait, is that Mike Mendez?
Yes, hello.
Mendez,
Hello, hello.
Friend of the show.
This is my friend Megan, by the way.
And
Say hi.
Megan. Hi, Megan.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
These are the fine folks at Monster Party. That's a baseball cap that I wear because they paid for the high count thread.
yes.
A lot of stitches.
And the
Lot of
difference made it my
stitches.
favorite baseball cap, and it's a great podcast to boot. So, and they're very
See,
fine.
we check all the boxes.
They're very
Thread
fine
count.
folks. What are you
fun.
trick or treating today? What is the?
It's for if. No, we has to deserve it first.
I don't know if I deserve it.
Yes.
What do I need to do?
I think he's going to deserve it, but go.
Okay,
Just
all
leave
right,
it where it
all
is,
right,
okay?
all right.
Well, I'll give it to the lady here.
Reach in.
Real.
See, there you go. That's a
Just reach in,
chivalrous
not look.
way of doing
You're
this.
gonna get something.
Avoid
and
the
what
razor
you get?
blades.
Oh, look what you got. You got bugs. You got.
I think they're all the same, but I'm not gonna. I don't.
Not all the same.
No, they're not. You know why? Because I went through each and every one of these
He did.
bags, man.
Okay.
He,
And,
did.
you know,
He stapled them
I stapled them.
himself.
I made the little thingy. So here.
Well, God bless the Monster Party. I miss you guys. I'm
I miss
happy.
you. We got to have you back.
Absolutely, that would
Now,
be great.
I want to ask now. Are you working on anything cool at the
I'm
moment?
working on a ton of things, but I can't say some of them. I'll tell you the ones I can talk about.
Please.
I've been working on the Beavis and Butthead movie, and so I edited that, which comes out on June 23rd,
Nice.
which is very good. I also made a movie in Miami with Bruce Dern called The Devil's Trap, and I will say this. This is the only hint. There
Okay.
is might be a Tales of Halloween-like anthology coming your way.
Oh, sweet.
But it's not about Halloween. That's all I'll say. So I'll throw that, but a similar thing that I'm making like Tales
And
of Halloween.
can I just one more time throw out my love for Big Ass Spider?
Yeah.
Rule, sir.
I love the movie.
And it
so
makes
much
me
fun.
want to do a rap, doesn't it?
I didn't want to bring it up.
I like big bugs and I cannot lie. Henson played the fly.
So what,
remember this.
listeners, what you missed was Larry dancing, I think.
So worth it. This is why I got to be on the podcast. And now there's video. We got to have video of this.
Yes.
So. Well, anytime. I love hanging with you guys. So
You're the
always
best.
A pleasure to see
You're
you.
the best. So good to see you.
Absolutely. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Enjoy your free gifts.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Thank you.
See
Oh,
all the
man.
friends. And then right in front of us, this looks to me like,
The missing link?
like sort of a 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
It's a great costume.
It's like Sasquatch.
It's a nice, it's a mask and a full body costume, but it's really good. When I started to see masks that had fur on them, like that was a special thing for me.
Well, you have an affinity for gorilla costumes too, right?
I do. Well, I love a gorilla costume, and even though I have one, someday I want to get the ultimate gorilla mask, the one that has the articulation all over the place, and it looks kind of like every gorilla that you see in like a Three Stooges short.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I took a little walk around and saw a lot of the booths. And once again, like every year that they have Monsterpalooza, I would really like everything for
Yeah.
the most part. But I always tend to gravitate toward something that's DIY.
Well, it's the age of internet shopping, so you can find so much online. So what's become more unique at these conventions is the stuff that you cannot find online.
Right.
Artists, craftspeople doing their own take on things.
Like, I'm looking across our table, and I'm looking at the table directly in front of us, and there's a guy who he's showing someone a bag or a backpack or something that is shaped like a coffin.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. And he's got a lot of great stuff. He's got smaller versions that have monsters on them, and then he's got like a bookcase that's also shaped like a coffin. But I think it's all stuff that they've made.
Yeah.
And it's really, and I love to see that. Yeah. And one of the things, okay, on the other side, there's a guy, and his table is called Homemade Horror. And one of the things that I saw that he had was a coaster that is the blood petri dish from the thing.
Oh, cool.
And it even has like a little piece of wire.
Wow.
And I that's clever.
You know, along those lines, there's also a table back here. There's a booth where they make lamps, like bedside lamps.
Okay.
That are dioramas of classic horror scenes.
Really?
The Thing is one of them, where McCready
and that's this show?
It's this, not only this show, but this room. It's a Phantom Ballroom.
Okay.
And the gorgeous dioramas. And what it does to me, I'm not going to probably buy one, but what it does for me is inspire me to make my own.
I can see you doing that.
You know, you can get creative. You can make your own displays, and you can, you know, like there's a gorgeous like Arctic thing display, and it's a lamp, but you got McCready, which is probably the NECA figure.
Okay, all right.
But it's got this whole, you know, environment where, you know, he's looking at the ice block with the rectangle cut out of it, and it's gorgeous. And I was like, wait a second, I could probably do that.
You know what I've always wanted to do is interview Beetlejuice. Excuse me, is it Beetlejuice here?
Yeah, you've heard of me, right? Okay, I'm kind of a big deal. Leading bioexorcist. Okay, so if you need me to kill anybody or take anyone out, I got your pal.
No, don't need to kill anybody, but this is quite an outfit you got on.
Oh, hey, thanks, Mal. I thought I'd dress up for the occasion, you know what I mean? Better than my birthday suit, which most people like much better, you know what I mean? It's a lot better here.
Yeah, well, so what did you find out here?
Women, you know, it's my thing, it's what I do. You wear a suit, it's what they say on Tinder. You just got to wear a little suit here. It's like a man's lingerie, you know what I mean?
Now, aren't you working at some graveyard or something?
You know what? I that's where I do my business, where my office is at. Okay, and I all my clients come in and I make them Italian food. You know, it's pretty good. I make it with my own hands. You know, it smells great though. I'll tell you that. 20 seconds. You guys like Italian, right? Men and food. You know what I'm saying?
I do. Well, Beetlejuice, thanks for stopping by. You look
hey,
great.
thanks, pal. I appreciate it. You shake my hand. I've got.
All right. All right. Oh man,
he was good.
I tell you, it's Beetlejuice.
Man. Oh yeah, and so it's a great costume, and then he has a light up guitar.
Yeah,
and you know I love lights.
I know you love lights.
And I
Believe
love
me,
so
I've learned.
Everything is because we put some lights. I put one strand of lights.
Yes.
They were like candy corn Christmas tree lights.
Yes.
And you would think that I was you know what I want to do? I want to repaint your house plaid.
I just didn't want to be like Vegas, you know, but you know, I warmed
Vegas?
up to it.
You mean a destination that attracts millions of people?
Yeah,
a year?
the very successful place.
But I didn't want to give off a cheap and tawdry, you know, impression.
Cheap and tawdry.
No,
Look,
yes.
We are the epitome of cheap and tawdry.
No, we are class.
So when you think Monster Party, you think Masterpiece Theater. You know, that's...
Yeah.
Well, the masterpiece of the monster world, science fiction, fantasy, and horror. You know, and
I always thought that some of our cheapness was sort of the attraction, that we were a little rough and tumble. But now, all of a sudden, I guess I'm always the last to know.
Look,
now we're like suave and sophisticated.
No, I'm just...
And like one strand of Christmas tree lights, all of a sudden now I'm selling out.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Someone's coming.
Ron Chaney? Ron, Larry Strothe, Monster Party podcast. How are you? We
have Ron Chaney.
That's right.
I understand. Do you have a booth here? We do. Okay, I know you're probably running to it. This is just really quickly. Really quickly, just 1 minute. I mean, you know, this is our podcast, Monster Party, and are you excited to be here at Monsterpalooza?
I think it's awesome to have it open again and see so many people out. Mm-hmm. It's really good to see. I think it's good for people in general, and they all have happy faces.
And your company, you have the Chaney
Entertainment, yes.
Mm-hmm. And so you run all the stuff with with the great granddad and
I do all the licensing. I also have been producing and writing. So yeah.
Now, is it true? The last time I saw you, there was talk of the London After Midnight. Someone may have found it. Is that true or is it?
I don't know. I haven't seen it pop up yet, and it fell into public domain this year. So. I'm waiting to do it. I rewrote a script, so we're looking at maybe doing a graphic novel of my rights.
Great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So what kind of stuff do you have at your booth, really quickly?
Oh, God, we got everything. T-shirts, posters, all kinds of things, you know.
And can people go online at all?
They can go online, but a lot of stuff I bring here I don't have online. Like a lot of the posters I probably should, but I don't. But they can go to LonChaney.com. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, Ron, I saw you really quick. I just don't want to. I know you're running back to your booth, so thank you so much for stopping
so
by.
much.
I really appreciate it. Yeah, I know.
We talked about it.
Yeah.
Have a sit down or something.
I'd love to.
Beautiful.
Maybe love you have you on the podcast, but we can talk about that another time. But thanks for stopping by, man.
Back up again.
All right, man. Have a good one. Thank you. Oh, God. Oh, Matt, look who's here. It's a former guest, Scott Rogers.
Scott Rogers.
Hey, Monster Party. So good to see you guys.
Game expert.
Game creator.
Yes. Game designer.
You know what? I think this gentleman deserves a free gift.
Oh. Oh, a free gift. I just came here to say hi.
Well, yes, but you're Mr. Game, right?
I am. I admit it.
Are you working on any game?
Well, I just had a game that I'm sure your Monster Party listeners would be very interested in, and that is Alien: Fate of the Nostromo.
No.
You guys were in Target. Have you been in Target in the last maybe year? It's been there. You can buy. What's that?
Not really.
Not really. You don't go to Target?
No, I love Target, but
don't lie. Don't lie.
Around the corner from your house.
I know, and that's a good Target.
It is
too.
a great Target.
That's
right?
That's the
It's a
secret
high quality Target.
Yeah.
But what will we find in this Target?
Oh gosh, all types of board games and toys and other crap that we love, but not as cool things as like giant vinyl Godzilla statues or things like that. They've yet to get that cool.
But so wait a minute. So the Nostromo game is available at Target. I can go into
right
Target
now.
and get it.
You could leave.
I can leave right now.
Get in your car
Get in
or
my
even
car,
walk. I think there's a
right?
Target within walking distance.
Of course there is.
And then you could go and for $29.99, you could
deal.
buy this board game that I designed by my friends at Ravensburger Games, a very renowned and old. They've been around since like the 1880s.
Right.
Board game publisher, and it comes with gorgeous miniatures of the whole crew. Well, almost the whole crew of the Nostromo. It's missing Ash, but Ash is a standee, and then of course the big chap. All sculpted by my friend Brian Dugas, who is an amazing sculptor who has done tons of games and all types of good stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a great game. It's great for the whole family. Ironically, it's a game for the whole family.
Alien?
Yeah.
Really?
And it's actually also a cooperative game where you're all working together to try to get off the ship.
Oh, okay.
So it teaches a positive lesson.
It does have a positive lesson, and that is you should never go to fucking outer space.
Yeah, don't put your face near the egg.
Well, I think that deserves a free gift.
I say
Scott,
so, yes.
No, I don't. Yes, I want you to just.
Go to the dentist.
Yes. So imagine you're at the dentist. I just want you to reach into the pumpkin and grab. No.
Is there like a snake that's going to shoot out or something? No. Now, what are my options, though? Because at least with the dentist...
They're all different.
They're
all different.
There's something that feels like a dildo.
No.
Let him have an experience.
Hang on.
Let him have fun with this.
There's some sort of...
What are you doing?
I'm trying to see
are you fondling all of these?
Let him fondle it.
You buy Lego, right? Haven't you ever been a Lego whisperer where you grab the little
Just pick out the frickin' thing.
Oh,
dinosaur.
you got a good one. You did get a good one.
Oh, wind-up dinosaur.
You got
and
2
some bones.
dinosaurs.
3. Awesome. Look at this. These are fantastic.
Wow.
Yes. Does it make? Oh, okay.
Very lucky.
Is this from your collection?
No.
or-
Look, it's a free gift. And look, not for
There's
kids
no
under
way you're
3.
getting anything from Larry's collection.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no
Yeah.
way, right? Yeah. No, it's pride from his dead hands.
Yes, well,
I'm the same way though. So all us collector nerds,
Sure.
right? You're same with your
same
stuff,
thing,
right?
Same
We're all
thing,
the same,
yeah.
right?
Although I do I get to a place sometimes where it's like, okay, I need to prune a little bit, and sometimes I just give them away.
So for many years, I used to go to Comic-Con.
Right.
And I would give out, do you remember HeroClix? That little...
Sure. Yeah.
So I had a whole bunch of those. And I actually, for a short time, I was working with those guys to kind of I was like kind of doing some underground marketing. And so they would send me huge boxes of figures. And I'm like, these are great. I have my full collection, but I don't need these other 1,000 HeroClix.
Sure.
So I go to Comic-Con with a box, and I'd just say free HeroClix, and I'd stand in front of their booth, and people would walk by, and it was like, it's like handing out crack, right? Because the first one's for free, and then after that, they'll get hooked on the game because the guys were right there. And then the other thing is, this is my super secret. This is exclusive for your audience.
Okay.
So I go to Comic-Con every year. I grew up in San Diego.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I've been going since '76, and for many years, when I had too many comic books, I would go and I was the official, unofficial greeter to Comic-Con, where I would stand where they give you your badge, and I'd say, "Welcome to Comic-Con. Here's a free comic."
No way.
I have given away literally, probably thousands of comic books this way, and some of them from my own collection, including I kind of accidentally gave away a Sandman #1. Good comics, not just like shitty throwaway comics, right? So I do things like that from time to time because I, like you, have too much stuff.
Right. Well, but when it comes to giving away stuff for free, I've noticed sometimes when something is free and there's a bunch of people, it can get
greedy.
ugly.
Yes, they get greedy. And that's why you have to be stern, and you have to say only one.
Only one.
And when I give away the comics, I have a little trick, which is I give them to them face down.
Good.
It is, and they can't say no. Now, people still say no, right? Now, if you were at Comic-Con and somebody said, "Here's a free comic," would you take it?
Of course.
Of course, right? There are lots of people that don't because they're, they feel like they have too many comics. They don't want to run the risk. And the irony is I'm giving them things like, Amazing Fantasy 15 or whatever. Okay, maybe not that, but still really good things, right? So
I remember briefly there was a time when I did warm up for a TV show.
Okay.
And one of the things you would do to get everybody excited was you'd give away stuff. And sure, every once in a while there'd be a T-shirt. But more often than not, we'd be just giving away candy.
Right, yeah.
And you would not believe how cutthroat people could be to get a piece of candy. And I'm like, we're not talking like a full Snickers bar. We're talking a Smartie or something,
size or something.
Yeah. And people would almost punch each other in the face.
Well, I have a saying.
Yeah.
And that saying is, people are the worst.
No, come on.
Individuals are great.
Yeah, we gotta hang more.
Yes, we definitely gotta hang more. I mean, if you guys want to have me stop by, or even just to nerd out, and I'm relatively close. I'm up in your neighborhood.
So again, this is Scott Rogers, game creator, who was on our games episode, also a Batman expert.
Yes, I am a Batman expert.
So we might end up doing a Batman topic.
Yeah, do you guys know who Batman is?
I'm not familiar.
Yes.
Been on a TV show or two.
But there's a bunch of different Batmen.
Well, so my knowledge base spans the entire length from 1939 to now, but with a particular emphasis on the comic books. That's my that's mostly my area of expertise.
Okay.
What'd you think of the most recent film?
I thought it was a excellent film. It was a good Batman film. And it was doing some of the things that I wanted to see Batman always do, but a lot of things that I didn't want to see, but they were all in service of the plot. So, for example, I hated the Riddler costume. Because that's not what the Riddler looks like. But it made sense in context of the plot. So I have come to peace as a nerd and a fan, and particularly as a Batman fan, I have come to peace with the fact that the Batman in the movies and TV and all that is not the Batman from the comics.
Right.
The Batman in the comics is a totally different person and a totally different thing. And so I'm okay with there being variations. They're essentially Elseworlds or, multiverse versions or whatever. So I can still go in and enjoy a Batman movie on its merits. So I kind of ascribe to. Do you guys know who Grant Morrison is?
Oh yes.
So the writer. So Grant, his theory is that all Batman is valid, which is the theory I subscribe to, which is it doesn't matter if he is gunning down vampires with a 45, if he's fighting space aliens, in the 50s and 60s, if he's, beating the ever-living crap out of somebody in a movie or whatever. All those versions of Batman existed.
The Frank Miller version.
Yeah. The Dark Knight is a possible future, right? There are several possible futures that could happen. Personally, the Dark Knight is my favorite possible future.
Mine too.
Out of all those other ones that are there. So, you have to become, I think, to really enjoy your fandom, particularly at an advanced age, you have to kind of come to a bit of a Zen peace with yourself.
You have to be open-minded.
Right? Yeah. You just have to love it for what you love about it.
Yeah.
Right?
My thing with the latest Batman movie, I really respected what they were trying to do to bring it kind of back to its roots.
Right.
There was some elements of melodrama that I felt kind of bogged it down a little bit, but I still admired what it was trying to do.
The best thing about that film, in my opinion, it was the relationship between Jim Gordon and Batman. I thought that was the strongest thing. Now, a lot of people said, it was great to see a detective story, but go back and watch that movie, Batman solves one riddle. Everything else the Riddler does, he kills everybody he's intending to kill. He's blowing up everything he intends to blow up. Batman stops nothing.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
I still think Batman the Animated Series, that's about as good as you can get.
It is the best amalgam of Batman that has existed, right?
Yeah.
It takes everything that's good about all the versions of Batman and kind of crystallizes it into a very clean, clear version of it. And it's phenomenal, but I still love the comics more.
I hear you.
Well,
Batman. I am the original Batman.
we just had a vampire
Count
come
Dracula
by. Yes,
just
Count Dracula,
weighed in.
He's
And
so opinionated.
yeah, he's got a point.
He does.
And it's on his own.
You have a point. You have a point.
He's also referencing Mad Monster Party with "I am the original Batman."
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they were feeling a little intimidated by Adam West back in those days, right?
Well, it was the height of Batmania.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm old. I remember. I wasn't alive during Batmania, though, but I missed it by 2 years. So.
Well, Scott, I want to thank you so much for stopping by, man. And I by the way, I really love your shirt. He's got a beautiful Haunted Mansion shirt. That's so nice.
Shirt from one of the anniversary parties.
Sure.
I'm also a big Haunted Mansion fan, so if you guys want to talk about that, we can talk about that.
You gotta come over and take a dump in my my Haunted Mansion bathroom.
Oh, well, I have a Batman bathroom, so you can come over to my house and take a dump in there.
Dump exchange.
Wow.
Dump exchange.
Awesome. Well, it's always a pleasure to see you guys.
Thank you so much,
look forward to the day when I come back to the house and we do a little get together again like we did before, and whatever topic you pick the topic, I'll show up.
Sounds
awesome.
great.
Scott, thank you so much, man. Enjoy yourself, man. Matt, if there's anything I love, it's hey, look who's here.
Wait a minute. Oh my God.
Jason Lindsay,
friend of the show, benefactor.
Yes.
What are you guys doing here?
Oh my God! Well, you know what we do is we're like a gypsy caravan. We kind of just come into town, we fleece the people, and then we take off.
You're doing a hell of a job. Can I just say also, would it kill people to put the number of the booth on the booth itself?
Oh, that's a very good point.
So I can find you guys.
That's a very good point. Where is the number?
We should do that.
But you know what I did?
Okay,
I said to people, "Where's the Monster Party booth?" Like that. They said,
well, right.
I know those guys.
And that's actually why we don't put the number on. It's because
it's like one of those clubs that doesn't have a sign.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we have to.
If you have to ask, then you don't know.
Where's the Monster? Just go away.
Just
go
please
away.
don't waste my time.
Yeah.
Just if you don't know where it is, I'm not going to tell you.
Those in the know will
did
find
you
us.
just get here?
I got here around 5:45. Got in line. Just got in about, I'd say, 7:15.
Holy fuck!
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, and I ran into,
Barbara Steele.
I ran into Dana.
Fess Parker.
I ran into Dana Gould.
Dana Gould's here.
Yeah, Steve Banos is here.
Yes, I saw Steve.
I ran into, Ken.
Ken Daly.
Ken Clean Air System.
The new Monster Party. What's it? The new no.
Whoever dies off, Ken gets grandfathered in.
He's like the David Brenner of the
right.
Like at the last minute, sort of like we need someone to guest host.
That's one of the things that Monster Party prides itself on.
Yeah.
Is the the modern day, up to date references.
Yeah.
And so the fact that you threw David Brenner in there, it just keeps us fresh.
Listen, I was about to go with Fatty Arbuckle again, but I know your demographic. I know not to go that deep.
Yeah.
And that's not open for a Fanny Arbuckle joke. What I just said. Don't even try.
No.
Please.
And my mind
What
was...
kind of show is this anyway?
Just a terrible,
How have you guys
tasteless
been
show.
doing?
I've been great, but I wanted to ask something. You know, you are Mr. Biff Bang Pow Toys.
Yes.
You know, I'm more than that. I do
He
more
is
than
a-
that.
no, he's
I
a-
know that.
Hey, you know what? He's an actor.
I know. No,
he is a voice artist
And a human being.
entrepreneur, a writer.
I'm aware
not so
that-
good at the human.
But Biff Bang Pow Toys.
Really a human.
And you guys, don't you have the Twilight Zone rights or something?
Well, we did, yeah. It's all I can say right now. All I know is there's a booth over there that has our action figures and bobbleheads, and they're averaging about $50 each.
Yes, I noticed
How do you like that?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
And I
the
kinda went-
resale.
You know, I was like, wow, this is great.
But
Why
that's
didn't you
the going
just
rate.
charge that in the beginning?
I should have. I should have.
Yeah.
But you know, it just means that
you can hire me. I'm.
if anything happens,
marketing.
if anything new should happen with the Twilight Zone, all I'm saying is that stuff's going to go up. So for anybody
is
listening,
there
get your
something
stuff now.
new happening with the Twilight
I
Zone?
can't confirm or deny any of this. I shouldn't even be here right now, frankly.
This
I
never
shouldn't-
happened.
This never happened. Can you
Listen,
erase this?
listen.
Can I get the master tape?
Well,
Johnny Leonard is here.
Let me ask you.
What's the real of this?
How about this? Okay, how about there's some other things out there that you might be working on?
Oh,
What about Adventure Time?
oh, the show? Oh yeah, we did stuff for that. Yeah. No, we're not.
So wait a
we're
minute.
just
So
kinda-
is this now? Is your interviewing style to just simply run through things that he's licensed?
Well, no.
What about this? Yeah. What about Doctor Who?
a little confrontation? You want to ask about Monica Lewinsky too? Like anything?
No.
I want to know about. What's when's that figure coming out?
Monsterpalooza.
Where's that bobblehead?
We barely knew each other.
But are you doing more stuff for Adventure Time, or are you done with Adventure Time?
No, we did. We had a good run with the. We had Adventure Time. We had regular show.
Right.
And no, nothing right now. But there
Okay.
are things brewing that I can't really talk about right now.
Okay.
That are,
So
that
let's
are
talk
coming.
about something we can
Yeah,
talk about,
yeah.
which is you.
Yes.
You're here, Monsterpalooza. You like horror.
I do.
Are you? Would you consider yourself a horror fan?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Science fiction, horror equal?
You know, it's funny because, this is like they had sort of a soft push. I'm doing that. I think I mentioned to you the YouTube show that I'm doing.
Got a big yes.
Called Plastic Soul, and everybody's going to be on it at some point. But it just kind of went up, and now they're kind of doing a bit more of a push in June now for. But I keep. And
I couldn't have picked a better host.
Thanks. But in one of the episodes, I say right off the bat, like, the problem is I collect too much stuff. Like, I like so much
Like all
stuff.
of us, yeah.
But it's not so much collecting as it is I just like a lot of stuff. Like,
Me too.
If it's a new Kinks box set for Lola,
Sure.
and Power Man versus
Yeah.
Power Man, like, I want that on my shelf. I want to get the pin and the 45
Sure.
and everything. If it's all the Haunts Be Ours DVD set from Severin, I want that. So the problem is I like a lot of stuff. Could you shut that kid up, by the way, while I'm doing this interview?
I'm sorry.
Who's watching the door? Who's minding the door?
Okay.
So yeah. So anyway. So that's so this for me is like so great. This is back. It's fun to be here. Maybe pick up a couple of things. And
What do you got your eye on?
There's a goth girl in the other room that I'm actually.
You know what?
very
I
much
think you
have
got a
my eye
shot.
on.
I've seen
Yeah.
her.
She's about 74.
Yeah, no, I
My
know what
speed.
you like.
You know what I'm
I know
talking-
what
yeah,
you
you know
like.
my speed.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. I haven't really seen much yet. I wanted to come right to you guys.
You better-
My first,
I am so touched.
I'm surprised
I haven't
that woman is still up.
spent a dime. Well, I told her, I said, don't move. I'll be back in about 2 hours. We'll see if she's there.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think Jason Lindsay deserves a free gift. What do you think?
Oh, if anyone does.
Well,
the man who
I think
has
that's
given
just
us
about-
so many lovely
just about
gifts.
anywhere.
I don't want you to. I want you to stick your hand.
Stick your hand,
and reach in.
reach in.
And by the way, that is not the first time somebody told me to do that.
Well,
Stick
that's
my
the
hand
name.
in the-
That's the name of your.
Stick my hand in the pump.
That's
Come
the
on.
name of your autobiography, isn't it?
That's right. That's right.
Stick your hand in, reach
And,
in.
and oddly, my safe phrase is jack-o'-lantern.
Ah.
If it gets
Okay,
too
well,
weird,
so-
that tells people to just
Yes.
back
Okay,
up.
all right.
So should I stick my
Good
hand
to
in?
know.
You
Yeah,
ready?
stick your
Yes.
hand
He's sticking his hand in the giant pumpkin.
Am I taking one thing? Or
Just one.
Just one?
Don't.
just
Yeah.
one.
Don't feel. Don't
go-
fondle
don't
everything.
go
I don't want
nuts.
to.
Just.
It's like, you know
Why
what
don't
this
you
reminds
just
me
give
of?
all our free gifts COVID?
This reminds me of the. Remember what was the little? Was it the ground round? They had those little wells.
Just take something.
And you got to.
Why are you in such a hurry to have someone
Look! Hey, look!
Oh, it's a.
Look, that's a blowing bubble thing with
Can
a
I-
finger.
It better be a finger.
Jason, can I just point out something?
Yeah.
Anytime anyone has any fun that doesn't just immediately include him, he freaks out. Like people are fishing around for stuff.
No,
and they're having a moment.
Oh, I know.
And he
There's
can't
there's
handle
no
that.
time.
No.
There's no.
You can't have a moment.
Do you know when you do interviews? Because I've been interviewed thousands of times. And generally,
I know.
guys like you and I, we get asked a question.
Oh, yeah,
We
yeah.
might respond with a little bit of sarcasm, maybe a witticism.
Sure, yeah,
And
yeah.
then make our way around to the actual answer.
Mm-hmm,
Not
yeah.
with this guy. Not with this guy. The Edward R. Murrow.
I like to keep things moving.
Monster pop go. It's like don't jerk around. Just give me an answer. Don't say something silly.
Yeah,
I want to know.
Don't create a cushion where something magical could happen.
Yeah, I know I just set you up with the greatest punchline ever, but don't give me a smart-ass answer.
Yeah.
Literally tell me, are you happy to see me?
Yeah, we want sound bites. If you could just keep it to individual words.
Right.
Well, this
and then get out.
But this is great.
Look at this fun thing. So look what I got.
What did you get there?
I got a bubble wand that looks like a finger.
It's a
monster
finger. Yeah, it's filled with bubble
juice.
stuff. Yeah.
I got
Centipede?
Yes.
Centipede or millipede?
I think it might be a millipede.
Okay.
I got the rare millipede.
You got the There's only
And
50 others that have that.
I got the very rare millipede.
And then you got a spider, and then the spider is made in Korea. What is that?
Could be.
Could be.
But he's you know what this reminds. I'll tell you what it
You
reminds
can tell
me
the quality.
of. You know what it reminds me of, and I bet this is what you were going for. Remember Halloween?
Yes, I remember
There was
Halloween.
always one or two houses on the block, and
Yes.
these are my favorite, that had the little paper bag.
Yes.
That had maybe a little thing of Smarties in it. You know the
second Smartie reference.
The wafers, not the chocolate Smarties, but the little wafer ones.
No, the wafer ones, right, yeah.
The Smarties, and it had maybe a little mini candy bar.
Lollipop.
And a spider ring or teeth or whatever. There was always one house that went above and beyond and made those little bags.
Jason,
that's what this reminds me.
That's me, man. That's me.
You need to come to our house on Halloween because what we do
God,
is
I'd love
we
to.
have candy. We have candy, and then we also have a pumpkin that we fill with fake teeth and spiders and stuff
God.
like that.
Love it.
And the
Love
kids
it.
go crazy.
I love it. And you know I love the kids.
And then they rob our house.
Right.
But it's Halloween.
Right.
It's about tricks and treating and
That's right. You allow them that once a year.
go wild.
Now,
wild
you guys,
in our
is this what
living
you guys
room.
are
Like the
doing
Purge.
all weekend?
Yes.
We
yes.
are, yes.
Yeah, we're here.
Interviewing friends of the show, making new friends.
Or reestablishing friendships.
Am I the
checking
first?
on friendships.
Am I
Are
the
we
first
cool?
one?
Jason, are we cool?
We weren't before I got over here, but now we're cool.
All
Look,
right.
for our special guests, they get a free gift, like you.
We don't.
I know.
This is not for everyone.
Oh, I know. And this
Yeah.
is the only one of its kind.
Of that
Of this.
variety, yes.
You know, if I was to be really selfish and nerdy about it,
Yeah.
I would one day want a second one, because you don't want to rip this open. Like this is a monster party. Because I'm going to take a photo of this. This is going in the show that I'm doing. It's going to go online.
Okay.
And I'm going to say I got one that's carded.
Sure.
One that's
Right.
open.
No, I get it. We get it.
Look at it. It's got,
Are
Now
you,
look,
are you here all 3 days?
No, and I know.
What am I, Rockefeller?
No, look, I know Jason is like he's he knows all about toy presentation and stuff. But this is
What am I, Johnny? No friends? What am I going to be here all weekend? I got shit
You
to do.
might be Johnny No Friends.
Shit to do.
look.
That was the guy who got cut out of Goodfellas.
Johnny No Friends. Yeah.
Johnny No Friends.
Johnny No Friends sitting in a corner by himself.
Look, but I know like professional packaging and stuff. I did the
Yeah,
best
you're
I
Mr.
could with
Professional
what
Packaging.
I had.
We're not actually on camera though, are we? This is just
Just
Okay.
my mind
But
camera.
because I know you're a pro. I mean, this
is high end packaging. Is what I'm saying.
No, it really is.
It's
No,
so-
and Larry did all this himself.
No, it's really nice.
Yes.
It's certainly very
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did this all with safety scissors.
Not for children under 3 years.
Yeah.
You had to put the
Come on.
So I
That's
know,
not a
and of
joke.
course I know what you're going to do. You're going to immediately find a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
But see, you think? Wait, do you think I'm making a funny? That's not a funny. I was trying to be.
What isn't a funny?
I don't. It's not for kids.
Under 3 that might choke on
Liability,
this.
Sure that he doesn't give it to the kids.
No, it's a
And-
conversation starter.
Listen, I think we've implied that I know kids way too many times already in this interview. I think you might have to edit this. I hope this isn't going out live.
He does-
Because
no.
I've already got a couple of priors.
Yeah.
This is a good idea. To be making so many
Look,
jokes.
you were a big brother. It wasn't a weird thing.
It wasn't a weird thing. It was a
Yeah.
program.
Yeah.
Wrong program.
Yeah, it was a program in Thailand.
I didn't know.
Okay. Well, how do you feel about being back at Monsterpalooza? You know, in with like the crowd.
Wow. Well, how can I answer this? I can answer it in two ways. One, it's awesome. So cool to see everybody. So cool that so many people are coming out for this. And then the other way I'd answer would be, I'm never coming back. No, I'm kidding. No, there's just a lot of people. I mean, that line out front was crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's
intimidating.
I went all the way around the building, all the way to the back, to then do like a bank. You know, like when you're in a bank.
Sure, yeah.
Again, to then come back all the way around, like
no,
went around the building
That's
twice.
insane.
Yeah.
Just let them all in.
Well, I want to thank you for making the effort.
Oh, is it? I guess we're done with them. We're done with them.
No, I'm
Jason, good to see you guys.
Jason's gold. What are you doing?
I'll get my coat.
No,
we got 17 more fucking hours of this thing.
I was thanking him for sticking with the line.
I know your code.
I can
know
take
it's
a
like,
hint.
well,
I can take
hey,
a hint.
it's great that you
It's
showed
like-
up.
it's like, well-
I guess you want to see the rest of the convention.
Well, I'm sure he does.
The guest starts talking about their project, and it's like, hey, will you come back and visit the show again? It's one of those kind of wrap-ups.
No, but there's stuff that you can't talk about. Is the upcoming? Is there
too much already?
Is there upcoming Comic-Con? Will we learn more at the upcoming Comic-Con?
You're going to definitely learn more at the
And we're
upcoming
gonna see you
Comic-Con.
there, right?
Where I'm going to
And
be
we're
there.
gonna hang.
We're going to be. I'm going to be doing interviews there with Plastic Soul with the
Great.
show.
Nice. Great.
And expect to see you guys come by.
And
to
that's
get
the
a
name
minute.
of your show.
That is the name of the show.
Plastic
It's on the
Soul.
Entertainment Earth YouTube channel. It's called Plastic Soul.
Great.
I host it.
Wow.
And it's basically just a pop culture, fun fest. Like
This-
every episode
you know-
is different. I did one about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and wanting action figures. I did one about Doctor Who and loving it as a kid.
Doctor Who,
I
Larry.
did one about. I'm going to do one about Punch Out and Make It books. And just these old ones that I have,
That's
these
great.
weird, but just these weird, and then it kind of dovetails into like, isn't it great? There's so many music properties being made now, and whatever. So it's just like they're like 7, 8, 10 minutes long.
Speaking of which,
yeah.
Growing up, I had the Planet of the Apes coloring books.
Sure.
We all had
Oh,
that
yeah.
stuff, right?
I still have them.
There, I have a couple of them too.
I only
And
had some of the Mego Ape stuff. I didn't have a lot of. I realized I didn't have much.
Well, there was a coloring book, but then there was an activity book.
Yes.
And what always made me laugh, especially later in life, is going back to these things and like Planet of the Apes is pretty dark. Dystopian future, and you're stuffing people, and like, where were those pages in the activity book? Like, fill in, Landon's scar, or
lobotomy.
Yeah.
Well, they saved that I think for the Dune coloring book. because the Dune, if you've ever seen the Dune movie coloring book, there's one page where the what's his name, Carlo Rambaldi, whatever, the little guy, is doing the zits on the Baron's face, and the line is like, "Oh, your pus makes me so happy," or something. Like it's just some weird. So maybe they just avoided that with some of that stuff. But did you ever see the Star Trek one from the 70s where like they go to the clown planet?
No.
Oh my God, there's a Star Trek coloring book from. It's got to be 75 or 76, and they go to this clown. They go to this clown planet, and everybody kind of gets silly, and it's very strange.
I'm gonna have to check this out.
That sounds like one of those like Power Records. That sounds like one of those plots.
Yeah. Or maybe like a Freiberger one that got canceled or something. It didn't make it out of the room.
He does such wonderful work.
Yeah, it
He
didn't
really
make it out of
does.
the pitch. That's when they went, yeah, we're drawing the line at the clown planet, Freiberger. It's too much. Did you get that reference?
I did, yeah. But Jason,
you looking for other people to talk to?
How about
He's literally looking over
responding
my
to something that
he's going
someone's
like this.
saying?
He goes, Tell me more about you, and he's going.
No, I know.
He's looking over like,
aren't
Sean Penn?
Aren't you engaging with Matt Weinhold here?
I am engaging with Matt Weinhold.
He can only engage one person at a time.
No.
He's working the room.
I've worked stadiums. I've done stadiums of people.
I'm working the room. I mean, Jason's a friend of the show.
He's talking about coloring books. You like coloring books,
I
right?
love color. I have several.
To me, this is the cleanest out of any
This is my
interview.
daughter, Kathy.
Oh, hi, Kathy.
And Kathy is a big fan of Adventure Time.
Oh my God!
And I said, I know a guy who may have some Adventure Time toys, but you're done with them?
Yeah.
Do you have anything left lying around?
Some tins. Actually,
do you have anything lying around at the house or something?
I might have like a, on the windshield of the car when it's hot, you put the thing. What's it called? the
windshield
thing you
hot
unfold
screen.
in the
For a 17-year-old who doesn't have a car?
What
Now,
am I?
so
what
look,
am I,
he-
Kreskin? Did I know that she doesn't
okay,
drive?
So let me just break this down for you.
You should have asked, do you have anything other than, nothing to do with cars or something? That could have been a better way to phrase the question.
Basically, Larry comes at Jason with, so I hear that you know Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. And then
Because
he goes-
that's far more interesting than you are. Then you ask him for something.
No.
He's like, hey, I've
No.
got this. Is
more
that
like-
all you got?
It's more like, do you have anything at all for Adventure Time? I think I might have a car thing. Don't be stupid. Not a car thing. Anything other than a car thing. Now, I might, you know what I mean? Like it's a car shade that you do. It might be a tin maybe or something, but do you know the show Gravity Falls? Did you know they made action figures for it? They made 3 action figures. I just did a show on it. I think Jazzwares maybe, but I fell in love with the show and immediately was like, where are the toys? They made 3 characters, him and her and Grunkle Stan, and each one comes with like a little PVC of like a little gnome that throws up a rainbow.
This is an animated show.
Yeah, Gravity Falls.
Okay.
Do you not know Gravity Falls?
No, I don't.
Wait, what is that?
It's so cute.
I'll check it out. I only have so much time since I'm
he's a very-
watching every fucking horror movie that comes
He's
out.
a very busy man. It's a fun show because it's like these 2 kids that go to stay with their great uncle. They call Grunkle Stan in a Gravity Falls, and he runs this curio shop. It looks like it's going to be a boring summer, but it turns out there's like a world under the surface world of Gravity Falls, like very much like Twin Peaks. It's like a version of
Neverwhere.
There's an episode you would love. There's an episode.
Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere. Give him let him speak.
Only better effects than Neverwhere.
Well, that's
It's an animated film, so it's better. Yes.
Yeah.
So you're in what is it? Adam's Family there on your?
Oh,
She's an Adams Family
Awesome.
first.
But
She's
she's
the
also a
greatest.
big Twilight Zone fan.
Oh, very cool. Awesome.
And you have Twilight Zone things, right?
Yeah.
In fact,
What do you have to give her?
Wait, no, come on. Can you tell Jason?
Put in your car.
Can you tell Jason the Twilight Zone things that you have?
Oh, okay. So I have a talking Tina doll, and she's signed by the voice actress of Talking
June
Tina.
Foray.
We had her at the booth, I think. Yeah. At Comic-Con. Oh, fantastic.
I have like some mini figures of Talking Tina.
Like the little action figure types. Yeah. Did you get the bobblehead?
I have the bobblehead.
I don't have the bobblehead.
I have the bobblehead,
I'm
the
just
black
gonna-
and white bobblehead.
Only award I've ever won, besides something in English class a million years ago. Got a Rondo Award for that Talkie Tina bobblehead.
I love it.
You got
I
a
love it.
Rondo?
Yeah,
Rondo
and it
on my shelf.
speaks.
Well, the Rondo doesn't, but the Talkie Tina does. Yes.
Well, it can speak if
yeah,
you
the Talkie
know
Tina does. Yeah.
the art of
we
ventriloquism.
got the audio lines right out of the show.
Yes. Although it could be a little louder.
Yeah, we're going to go back to the drawing board with that one.
If you could, can I give you mine back?
Would you?
And can you? If you could,
Did you still have the warranty on that?
But what's cool is that my daughter is meeting the guy who is responsible for bringing those toys to life.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's very nice to meet you.
yes, but Adventure Time. Can we?
So no, but I was going to say, and I say in the video that I did about Gravity Falls, I wish somebody, because now it's up on Disney Plus, and I think it should have gone on for like 5 seasons. It's so good.
So
much with it. But like, don't you think somebody should get the license to do toys? Because like, there's so many characters in that town.
I never really thought about that. But yeah, why aren't there toys? I haven't seen any.
Like all the creatures and all that. There's like a vampire and there's a zombie and there's it's loaded with like cryptozoology.
So much.
Yeah.
I love the cryptozoology.
Maybe somebody will listen to this and jump on board and get.
There's
the
never
license.
been. I'm waiting for the definitive Chupacabra movie.
Wasn't there an X-Files episode about the Chupacabra?
It was.
That's the only thing I can think
Yeah,
of. Did they do a movie about the
I
Chupacabra?
there have been movies.
Oh, there have.
And I've tried to watch a couple, but you want the Chupacabra to be something that is as terrifying as it's described, and
Right.
it's never that.
You don't really want like an actual
Sci-Fi
goat.
Channel.
You want it to be more than a goat.
I want like goats are the first stage.
Yeah,
and then it goes
the pupa.
on. Thank you.
The pupa of the Chupacabra.
Thank you for
the Pupacabra.
I've been waiting for pupa all day.
But this is great. Jason, I wanted to
No, so we're done now.
Yeah, we're wrapping it up.
We're done again.
no.
Now we're done.
I just
okay.
want no.
I only had a couple more questions.
I know.
for
I
him.
just
He's
want.
only one of my best friends.
Come on, everybody.
No. I just wanted you to meet. I just wanted to meet my daughter. And no. I just wanted you to meet my daughter. And
then so it's over.
And no.
Maybe did we meet at Comic-Con?
No.
I didn't go to Comic-Con.
So maybe I'm wrong. Then maybe you didn't get the Talkie Tina at Comic-Con.
I gave her the Talkie Tina, and then we went to there was an art show with all this animation art, and she was there. Okay. The guy Dave, who, yeah.
I think we had her at Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've had so many people that would come down.
You
there
must
for,
have.
I think we
right?
did.
Yeah.
I think we did. So I assume maybe it was that. But.
So now, Jason, we were talking about, because we've been talking about this since we've had this show going, doing a Doctor Who episode. And,
yes.
And then Larry actually brought it up again, of all people.
Really?
And
really?
And
something
like,
positive about me.
Who would be the perfect guest? And I said, it's got to be Jason Lindsay.
And what did I say?
That's a great idea.
Is that what I said?
Well, no.
It doesn't sound like him at all.
I don't remember what you said.
No, but the point was, it's like, I didn't realize he was such an expert.
Oh,
and you said,
big time. Oh, yes. Yeah.
I would listen, I would be there for any topic.
But
literally, I love coming on the show.
It would be great with you because, like, these guys, it's been years and years. And I'm like, I showed him Blink.
Oh, yeah.
And he liked it. That's like the only Doctor Who he's ever seen.
Really?
So it will take like a year and a half for him to watch 4 of them.
But here's what I find interesting about that, because thinking of the generational thing here.
Yes.
I don't know how you avoided. At some point, the show dropped onto your radar from either the Famous Monsters cover, or Starlog, or Fangoria, whatever it might have shown up
he
in.
didn't like the video.
No. You know what?
He didn't like the low
when
rent
you're on the
stuff.
show, when we get you on the show, we'll have that moment. How about that?
Save it for the night.
So is that you winding him
Save
up
it
again?
for the night.
Is it?
No, I'm sure he's got. I'm sure he has things that he wants to see. You know.
Listen,
I really came to see you guys take some pictures. You know,
Jason, you must be busy, right?
I'm sure Jason's busy, right, Jason?
Well, but I just want to say that this has been great.
No.
Jason, but I wanted.
Jason, you have been a delight.
You really have. But I thought we're gonna take a photo. We're gonna do a photo op. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's do our photo op.
Okay. Jason, it was great visiting. Okay, bye.
Great, so we're wrapping it up. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. Great seeing you guys.
It's great seeing you too. Thank you.
Amazing.
Well, she loves monsters.
Amazing. And this is
she's a gem.
This is definitely your child.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. She's amazing.
No.
Well, if you see her face,
he has
just the one.
He has raised her well.
Really, really something. That was really sweet.
Yeah. No.
Thank you so much.
She's terrific. All right, now you're done.
Thank you so. I gotta thank you so much. I want to thank you so much for. Hey, look at that here. Hey,
These guys
oh, Dana Gould.
How are you? Good to see you.
Introduce my replacement, Mr. Dana.
You're gonna tap out?
He's been here for like 30 minutes. So.
I know. Oh, I'm sorry. How are you?
I'm doing
I haven't
great.
seen you in nearly a week.
Has it been that long?
It's been about a week. Not too long.
When did you see Larry?
I saw Larry at your house.
Oh, that. Oh, of course. Yeah, that's been a little more than a week.
But so for listeners, we have the amazing Dana Gould.
Dana Gould,
Yes.
my friend and mentor.
Now, have you been hanging out with Dr. Z lately?
I have been hanging with Dr. Z. He's been he's enjoying his off time. We're getting ready to gear up for either season 3 or a new version of potentially do the show on TV. We're talking to some people about that.
Fantastic.
We're talking to that, and so we'll see. We're not sure, but
that would be awesome.
It would be great. It would be great, and it was a complete surprise. Didn't expect it to be anything other than what it was. So yeah, I'll take it.
He speaks very highly of you.
He's a good egg.
He really is.
He's a good egg.
Now, I see, did you bring someone with you tonight?
This is my lovely fiance, Kat. A
Kat.
A human woman.
Hi.
Here at the Monster Convention.
Are you a big fan of monsters?
No, but I have so much respect for it now, and I'm so curious about what is it about the child in you that just latches on to this world of imagination, and then also empathizes with these beings that are not, they're not people, but they find this personable, just empathetic thing to resonate with, and then they love these.
It's the
creatures.
misfit. It's the misfit.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm frightened at every turn, but yeah.
I can understand that. Yes.
So Dana is reacting to our video that we have going on, but
it's a bunch of shout outs.
I just turned and saw Ken Daly talking to me on television.
Ken Daly is always.
I just left him 15 minutes ago. He shaved and got on your television.
He's always with us.
But Kat, I'll tell you a fun story about Kat. It's like in the movie Diner. You meet somebody and you realize it's going to be serious, and you got to kind of bring them into your world. And so I didn't make her watch Planet of the Apes right away.
Sure.
What?
I'm an adult. I worked her way into it. But finally, we're watching the movie, and I go like, okay, that's Nova. She's kind of the girlfriend in the movie, and she goes, does she help? And I realized, no, she doesn't help at all. She's dead weight.
Well, I beg to differ with that. I think she has her own way of helping.
Don't you think there might be a scene? Aren't you
camera?
Wait, don't you think there's a scene that is missing from the movie?
Yeah, I think there's a couple scenes that took place off camera.
She's doing diagrams in the sand.
Yeah.
Of how they're going to escape.
Yeah, and she talks all the time, and it's just Dane. It's the only thing you can say. Yeah, but she's exactly like Groot. Yeah, but when I was working on The Simpsons, we had Mr. T on, and we were talking about Rocky III match, and he said, Clubber Lang threw that fight. His mother needed an operation, and he threw that fight to get the money for his mother's operation. And I said, I don't recall that. And he goes, scenes you don't see.
Wow. Oh, man.
And then I realized later, why did I say I don't recall that? I think I'll goad Mr. T. How could that go wrong? So how long have you guys been here?
Well, last night we set up. We did some more setting up right before the show, and we've been here since it opened.
God love you.
Dana, how does it make you feel to be back in a room full of people and monsters?
Here at Super Spreaders, I'm having a great time.
Yeah,
I love it. I just said to Kat like a minute ago, I was like, I'm so happy. It's like, this is everything you want.
Now, have you been in the museum yet?
I haven't gone to the museum yet. I've been to the showroom, and then we're going to do this and go to the museum, and then, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I miss people. I really do.
I don't miss everyone, but
I don't miss everyone, but I miss the people that I like hanging with.
Yeah. And it's like meeting of the tribes kind of thing.
Right. Yes. Yeah. And this is one of those kind of conventions where we were talking about this earlier, where there still is art. Not everything is just prepackaged.
And not everything looks like a crime scene photo. There's pumpkins.
Although
and
that can be fun too, though.
Yeah, I get a little. I like gore porn as much as the next guy. But when it's all gore porn, okay.
No, when it's all right.
Yeah, somebody else with their face ripped off. I get it.
But see,
that's how that would look.
I like it when it's creative. When it's like there's somebody that has a gash in their cheek and there's an eye sticking out.
Sure,
like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now, Dana,
to the choir, man.
Dana, I had to ask. Now, is this Kat's first Monsterpalooza experience?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, I don't know about you.
Well, she's calling an Uber if you look on her phone.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think these two deserve a free gift.
Absolutely,
what do you guys
yes.
Kat, why don't you come on over?
Oh.
Yes. So,
Kat,
now, I don't want you to look in.
I want Kat.
Kat, come here. Come over on this
so
side.
Just
come
reach in.
I want you to reach in and take a free gift. She's reaching in to the pumpkin, and she pulls out. Oh, alien!
Beautiful
shoes.
Dana, do you want to stick your hand in?
I do.
So Dana's sticking his hand in the pumpkin, and he is pulling out.
And if you don't like what you get, you can throw it back in.
Look what you got. You got fangs. You got a little bubble thing and rubber spikes.
I love it. My
free gift.
My daughter is graduating from high school tomorrow, and she's expecting a large check, and I'm going to give her this instead.
I think that's a great idea.
I do want to tell, before we leave you, I'll tell you one quick story about, I made Kat, and when I was introducing her to the films I love, I made Kat watch The Wrath of Khan.
Oh.
Which is, of course, the best feature. Yes.
Now, which version did you see? Did you see the director's cut?
Yes. Yeah. And I'm like, this is great. It's The Wrath of Khan. You'll love it. And then I see her on her phone, and I sneak over to see what's on her phone, and she's Googling running time of Wrath of Khan.
That is awesome.
Oh, wow.
She's a girl.
I wanted to know how much longer I had to suffer through Kirstie Alley. Dear God.
She's not bad. That's a young Kirstie. Yeah.
That was insufferable. And I love Star Wars.
Oh. Are you sure you want to do this?
I know. I know. It's too far down. No, she was at Musso and Frank's and met Rod Roddenberry, and I think it was Ken.
He introduced himself to me. But I was celebrating my dear friend Sydney's divorce. So it was actually a very big celebration. And, he introduced himself to me, and we'd already had a few martinis and champagne. So I introduced Gene Roddenberry's son.
It was Gene Roddenberry's son, Rod Roddenberry, and Ken Champion, and both of the Mission Log podcast.
And I introduced them to my friends as I was like, oh, these are some of Dana's, Star Wars friends.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Intentionally.
Dead silence.
No, they were good. They were good at
just dead silence.
Yeah.
They were so fun.
Well, look, Dana, I want to thank you so much for stopping by. And Kat, thank you. I hope you have a good time here at Monsterpalooza. It's such a thrill.
No, this was really
cool. And Dana, are you going to be here for all 3 days? Or?
No, this is it.
This is it.
This is it. Tomorrow, my daughter's graduating high school. Sunday, I'm working.
Very good.
Well, enjoy your free gift from Monster Party Podcast, and have a great time here at the con.
And I like to see somebody in a proper jacket.
Yes. Someone's got to be. Dana, thank you so much, man. Dana, here you go, buddy. Thanks, Kat. You know what? What I love, Matt, is when we're sitting here, minding our own business, and then all of a sudden, wonderful people will come up. Fans.
Oh, my God. Look at this.
And guests. Look who we
Friends
have here.
of Monster Party.
Friends of the show. We have Brian Peck.
Oh, no, I'm Bela Lugosi.
Okay, Bela Lugosi. Ken Daly.
Hey, hi.
Ken
how you
Daly.
doing?
We have Mel.
Hi.
And your friend.
Pilar.
Guys, come on in. I am so thrilled to see you guys. How does it feel to be back at Monsterpalooza?
I mean, now that I'm here, I feel like I never left. But then I also have a house full of monsters, so maybe that's the reason I feel like I never left.
Ken, what about you?
It's nice. I missed it. It's been 3 long years or something. Yeah. It's nice to be back.
I feel weird.
You feel weird?
Yeah.
In how? How so?
She got a shot today.
I got a shot.
So I
but
think she's reacting to
yeah.
her injection.
Oh, I see. Pilar, what about you? You happy to be here?
This is my first big Monsterpalooza. I've only done the mini one 3 years ago. It's true.
Well, guys, I don't know about you, but I think these people deserve a free gift.
I think they
What do you
do,
say?
yeah.
Why, yes, you guys
So we're
only
passing-
special. Now, what I want is just reach in and pick out a free gift. Reach in the pumpkin. Reach into the pumpkin.
What if something bites me?
Well,
then you got the special prize.
Let's see what I get.
Oh wow! Look, you've got neat
See,
little.
you all got monster treats, and now, and they're some of them are cosplay, so you guys can go on and cosplay through the rest of the show.
Now, Pilar's gift is very appropriate because she got several monster fingers, and Pilar is a manicurist for a film shoot.
No! What do you think?
They're so fancy.
So, how long have you guys been here? Did you get a couple hours?
We got here at 4:30, waited in line for an hour and a half, and came in.
No way! No.
I got here at 5:30 and joined Ken and Mel, who had been in line for an hour already.
That's
so
the
I
way to do
cheated.
it.
I cheated.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Well, guys, I want to tell you, thank you so much for stopping by.
So
the
wait a
Monster
minute,
Bar.
wait, so-
I'm just thanking them for
Okay,
stopping
all
by.
right,
I'm not
okay.
sending them away.
But he has
Stop fighting!
He has this tendency to do this thing where it sounds like he's wrapping up.
Stop pushing me. I don't want to leave yet.
I know thank you guys so much for coming here, and it's like he's wrapping up the entire convention.
I know how it is.
Wait, what do you mean you know how it is?
You like to guide things a little?
But it's not guiding.
well,
it's like a giant wall. It's just this. It's like a guillotine.
It's like Leatherface shutting the door.
Yes, thank you. That's exactly
I
right.
think that's a bit of an exaggeration.
Head and the door goes shut. And Larry's had it.
Well, I want to know I want to know your feelings about what have you seen that you like.
The giant Frankenstein is amazing.
The giant Aurora Frankenstein is my favorite, and I want it in my house.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? I told both Tom Woodruff and
Ted Haynes.
Yeah, Ted Haynes. That what if you just made the head? Then I could get a head.
Right.
Like having to pay for like a whole thing. But the first thing you ask is, where's the next one? Where's the Dracula one? Where's the creature?
Well, and just as impressive as the Frankenstein, for me, were the tester paint bottles and the glue. Oh my God, it brings back so many memories.
And the box.
The box. The instructions. It's fantastic.
Don't you want just the instructions? I mean, or a paint bottle. A paint bottle.
I said
anything, any of it.
It's like a Monster Kids version of going into Land of the Giants.
Oh, totally. Well, and the funny thing is just a few months ago, my lovely friend, Ian Von Cromer, wonderful makeup effects artist, who's in the other room currently doing a makeup demonstration, he and I spent a week sitting at my dining room table building and painting a bunch of my old Aurora monster models that had never been built or painted.
Wow.
No! And because as a child, my painting skills weren't up to my own standards even as a child. So now that I have Ian at my beck and call, not really, but he's very kind to me. We sat and built and painted these models, and they look amazing.
And before you brush that aside, Ian, can you say who Ian is, this friend of yours? What did he do that was so special?
Well, Ian's done a lot of wonderful things. He's a incredibly talented makeup effects artist who has worked on many films and many shows. Well, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, Westworld, and yes, he worked with Mike Hill on The Shape of Water. Ian actually painted the creature in Shape of Water, and he's very talented.
And Ian was actually really helpful with Brian and I, because Brian and I both got life-size creature statues.
We did. That's not a metaphor. We got literal life-size creature of the Black Lagoon statues from Fresno. That was a lovely drive that day.
Yeah, that's another story. We'll go into that.
It's all happening in Fresno.
We're lucky we made it through the grapevine, covered in snow.
But Ian, I mean, when we looked at it, it's like, paint job is okay, but Ian just did this magical job.
It looks beautiful.
Ian came in and repainted my creature. Larry took one look at it and said, I must have mine painted as well.
Yeah. Did I say it like that?
Well, something like
Kinda
that.
I bet he said it like that.
And then Ian painted yours, and I felt because he had practiced on mine, your paint job was slightly better, which I'm still pissed off about.
No, do you remember? I look at yours and I go, oh, that's neat. And then Ian says, you want it like this? And I go, oh, can you do this here and do this? And then you're all, hey.
Yeah, you gave him some enhancement ideas that he ran with, and I love my creature, don't get me wrong, but I feel it's slightly inferior to your creature.
Well, what do you think about that, Matt?
Of course you must always win.
No, I don't. It's not that.
So I discussed this earlier, but I found my brother when he was young. He got a bunch of the first run of the Aurora model kits. So like where the Godzilla's pink, the pink plastic, first run. And so he was not a very good painter either. So my dad is an artist, or was an artist, and he took these model kits and did all these this amazing paint jobs, did washes and just beautiful. And I found these kits, and they were all broken over time, and I restored them and just touched them up just a little bit, but not obscuring the original paint job.
Oh my God, that's
And I
great.
have to show you these because I think you'll.
Oh, that's amazing.
And the creature is incredible, isn't it? My
I
dad
want to
was
see
very talented. What had happened over the years is, the glue kind of. You can now see all the edges and seams. And I just covered that stuff up, but it's like this living tribute to my dad now.
Well, it was the week we spent making those models. It was it was like I got in a time machine because we smelling the glue, not like smelling
a little bit
too intentionally, but sitting there painting. It was so calming and relaxing. It was better than
Zen.
therapy.
Yeah.
And I still have a few more left to be made. Ian eventually had to go to Atlanta and actually make money and work on a real-life motion picture. But he's recently returned, and he's promised me that after Monsterpalooza, we'll finish off the models. So,
which ones did you do?
We did The Creature from the Black Lagoon, Wolfman, Phantom of the Opera, and then we did some of the hot rods, like Frankenstein, Wolfman, and The Mummy, hot rods.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we did a Dark Shadows Wolfman, werewolf.
Oh, right,
and, and now he's halfway through The Witch before, when he had to leave to go do a damn movie in Atlanta. How dare he leave to get paid to do a real job? I mean, I supplied him with fine lunches when we made these models.
And so these kits, are these like from the day?
Matt, these are old original kits I have had for decades.
Wow.
And never, some of them still had the plastic on them.
That's
You have the box?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
The instructions, it's everything. Yeah.
And now, do you have the full run? Do you have like Bride and because you have the Witch, right?
So, the Witch and the Bride are two. The Bride I never had. The Witch I had back in the day. Who knows where it went. I had a tendency to blow things up with the firecrackers as a child. So that may have been what happened to the Witch. But so I got the Witch on eBay, but sealed in the box. And then I got the Bride sealed in the box. And so he's halfway through the Witch. I help. So what happens is I'm okay as a painter. Like, I'm decent. He's amazing. So I paint like the accoutrement. Like, I'm okay painting a bat, or a rock or a lizard. And I let him do the, the main figure and the faces. And it's
my
a
brother,
team effort.
My brother, when my dad did these kits, my brother was the guy who he came in after and he put the blood
nice
in it. So like every Godzilla, the Mummy, there's blood. I mean, it's more like a Hammer film.
Yeah, you got to put blood. I will say, just because the creature on the box has those bloody claws, I did put blood on.
I did too.
I wanted to look like the box art.
Sure.
Fun.
Yeah.
Well, Brian, I want to thank you so much for stopping by our booth. It's always great to see you, and I hope you enjoy your free gift from Monster Party Podcast.
I love it. There's fangs, there's centipede. I mean, there's
everything you
zombie
need
finger extensions.
For an exciting
everything
evening.
I've ever wanted and more. Lovely parting gifts.
Yes, exactly.
Lovely parting gifts.
Yes, you do. Yes, we
Everyone's
do.
a winner.
And I assume that sport code is by Botany 500.
I don't know. But thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it.
Guys, good to see you always.
Great to see you.
And you know, it's so great. We see these guests here. People from. People come up to meet with us, and it's just so great. It's so wonderful.
And you never know who's going to be next.
Hey! Oh my God! Come on over! Look at this! No, come on! No! Frank Woodward, everybody!
Frank Woodward!
Our dinosaurs
the lovely
episode.
and talented Frank Woodward.
Yes, and our Lovecraft episode, which was
one of my favorites. And
so
thank
much
you again
fun.
so much for sending me a copy of your documentary. I love it so much.
Oh, thank you so much. It's the gift that keeps on giving for me, it seems. I don't have to do anything else. I can just do that and retire.
I tell you, that was a great episode.
Really was.
Your knowledge of Lovecraft was just fantastic.
Oh, thank you. I cheat because I have to watch my own documentary to understand what happened.
But you covered. I mean, we covered everything, and I'm glad you went through great explanations as to who the man was, and it's a great episode. And for listeners, if you haven't checked it out, check out our Lovecraft episode with Frank Woodward.
Yeah, check out the episode. Check out the documentary. You can find it on Amazon Prime now. So
now I know that you are a busy guy. You're working on a lot of things. Is there anything you're working on right now that you can tell us?
I was just talking to Ken over here. We were just talking about. I'm just doing some research on some new documentaries. I'll say this much: it has something to do with Disney.
Ooh.
But I'll say no more, just because we're still in the early stages. It's research. I'll tell you guys.
Sure. No. But we could do another show and have you back.
I would love that. I love that. Me and Mr. Frank Dietz Mr. Dietz was a Disney animator.
We haven't done a Disney show.
Have you not really?
No.
I seem to think we did, because with the dinosaur episode, we talked about Baby Secret of the Lost Legend.
We always sprinkle it in
sad days
somewhere.
of Disney Studios.
Yeah.
there are some things we're dabbling with right now. You know, we're looking into, but this could work out. Who knows?
That would be a great episode.
Well, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
So you're working on some things you can't really talk about. So that's great.
This is all early stuff. It's more about not wanting to jinx anything. Because you don't want anything to, you'll promise the world and then it doesn't happen.
Frank, it has been a while since I've seen you at one of these shows. How does it feel to be back in this room? And
Well, it's lovely seeing familiar faces. Like running into you guys is always. I was meaning to come here. I had to see you because I saw you guys. Oh, they're going to be there. I got to go. I need self-promotion and I needed to go see these guys. But no, it's really lovely to see a lot of familiar faces. I mean, we've all been doing Monsterpalooza since it started.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And we've seen it grow into this behemoth that it is now. It's a little odd to see this many people in one space. It's a little odd because when this all started, we remember it was all people that made the monsters. It was the professionals working in this business.
Right.
And while that's still here, it's definitely crossed into fandom more.
Yeah.
Which is still great because the energy is what keeps you going.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's lovely to see just the artistry. There's so much, I mean, whether it's someone who is working in the industry or doing mass or doing just artwork or
the Zelensky figure over around the corner from you guys. So we've ventured into political support and through this art that we have here. But the other things too, like I was just at a Star Wars Celebration a weekend or so ago, and the energy there and the energy here, I mean, as huge as Star Wars is, this is real. And I'm not just saying it because I'm here, but I feel happy here. I feel like I'm discovering things here. Star Wars, I felt I was going to a store.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it's almost a dichotomy when you have something that is based on horror, and yet when you're here, you run into the warmest, nicest people.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, I mean, look, I think we've all enjoyed that. Everybody who does these horrible, scary things on film and television are the nicest people on the
sweethearts.
planet.
Yeah,
absolutely nice.
Yeah.
And very normal. And
right.
And everything that we do.
And not normal in the best of ways.
Yes.
Now, let me just ask. I mean, it's so great to see Frank. And do you feel that it's worth a free gift here? Oh, definitely. Frank,
anyone.
Frank, I like you to reach in. Just reach into the pumpkin. Don't look. Just no, don't look. Just
Can I feel down deeper.
Well,
as deep as you want.
Look at this.
Wow! Look, I got a full set.
Yeah.
This is like the full Monster Party gift.
Yes, it's like a Monster
severed
Party
finger.
horror field pack.
Yeah. So, it's a bubble finger.
Yeah.
Bubble finger.
Stick that thing in the finger, and you can stick it out and take it out and blow bubbles.
Yeah. Are we allowed to say that on the air? Sure. Okay. Good.
Bubble finger should be the name of the band.
And I got millipedes, and I got fangs.
Snake.
I got snake. Wow.
And look, dude, there's us on the cover here.
I have you guys like on my desktop. So, because
not everyone gets the snake. That's very special.
I think I picked a really good gift here.
Do you know, I didn't get for some reason, there weren't as many snakes as there were other bugs. So, yeah, you lucked out.
Look, and as I mentioned, I just went and spent a lot of money at Star Wars. This is better than anything I bought there.
Oh.
You're the best.
Frank, I want to thank you for stopping by, man. It's always great to see you.
Lovely to see you all.
And we'll put something together.
Yeah, let's do
that.
Whether it be Disney or a Dino retread.
That would be great.
I mean, look, we've got Jurassic World, whatever the heck.
Yes, yeah, this would be interesting.
Yeah, and we have the new Apple series. What is that? That Prehistoric World, which is like, walking with dinosaurs on steroids. There's a lot of good dino stuff out there to talk about.
We could do dinos, the new age.
Ooh.
I just did a virtual reality thing.
Oh, where?
That my sister got one of these viewer things that you
Right.
strap them on your head, and it was a dinosaur thing, and you walk in this environment, and it was the weirdest. It was my first since like Comic-Con doing a virtual reality game, I guess if you would call it that, and you're walking in this environment, and there's a dinosaur that is eating, and it's so weird because like once you enter this environment, you have to learn to walk again because you're off kilter.
You're totally off kilter. But being in a VR dino, do you have to look up a lot? Are they all kind of down on your level?
No, they're everywhere. It's
That's
like
amazing.
all around, and it's only going to get better.
Well, it's already pretty damn good.
It is.
And I'm really envious. I want a Dino VR experience.
I don't think it's that expensive. I don't think this game was, and it was. I'm telling you, it was impressive.
All right,
Yeah.
I will seek it out.
Yeah, or go.
I can't get enough dinosaurs.
Just hang with my sister. She'll hook you up.
All right, we're gonna do some more dino talk. Frank, thanks again for stopping by, man.
It's lovely seeing you all. Lovely seeing you.
Great
All right, man. Enjoy the show, buddy. You know what, guys? I don't know if you remember our amazing splatter movie.
Yes, I remember.
Episode.
Slasher.
Remember who our wonderful guest was?
Yes.
Well, he's here, Ronnie Angel,
Ronnie
ladies
Angel.
and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Good to see you guys again.
The Ronnie
Great to see you.
Angel back
Yeah.
again.
You wrote
That's
the book.
right.
You wrote the book, man.
He wrote the book on slashers.
That's right.
And I say the definitive books
Yeah.
on slashers.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
No, so Ronnie, I just want to ask you, how does it feel to be back at Monsterpalooza and seeing all these great booths and stuff?
Oh man, it is so good to see it back again. I've been wanting to come back here for a couple of years now, and of course, it keeps getting pushed back. But I'm glad that it's finally back again. I mean, but I could tell everybody else has been waiting too, because that line went around the corner.
Yes. Yeah. We've heard the stories.
It literally wrapped around the building back to the beginning again.
Wow.
Yeah. I had to go and do something else, and then have somebody just hold the line for me.
Did you had somebody doing line duty for you?
Yeah.
That's the only way to do it.
That's the only way to do it, man.
Now, you wrote these great books on slasher films. Now, but since then, there's been a bunch of other stuff that's come out. Are you still checking out what's coming out? And
Yeah, definitely. And I almost feel like I should write a part 3 for it.
You need to write. You need to write a part 3, and then we would like to know, especially for me, because I'm always looking for something good that's new. Give me a new slasher thing that you would recommend.
A new slasher that I could recommend. God, I saw one on Netflix a while back. I can't even remember the name of it right now.
Oh, Story of My Life.
I need to look it up because there's a really cool slasher movie, and there's a burning cornfield, and then the killer lit this corn maze on fire, and it was just screw it, I'm gonna kill everybody in there.
But then on top of it, you have barbecued corn, which is always good.
Yeah. And then the final girl, she has to drive her car through this flaming cornfield to save everybody. And the thing that I kept thinking was, what if she just runs over these people? Because she's going through the corn, and I was thinking, how many people did she run over on the way to do that? But
Have you noticed this trend? And I'm really starting to notice it now in a number of horror things, and that is the trope of they don't close the door behind them. Close the door behind you.
all the time.
All the time.
My favorite, though, is the people dropping the weapon.
Oh, that kills me. Or not picking up the weapon.
Yeah.
Killing the guy and not picking up their weapon.
Yeah, or you know, like where they're just like, I think that they're dead.
I think he's dead, yeah.
You're right.
Well, I'm going to go about my day.
Like, you would think even those characters have seen horror movies that in their story would go, oh, he's not dead.
That's what I love about Scream, is that they actually kind of go along those lines, and then they're like, wait a minute, we've all seen all these horror movies.
Yeah.
And then even better was Scary Movie, though, where she has this line of weapons, and then she picks up the banana. That is something that is true to a lot of horror movies.
Well, you remember the Monty Python thing, right? Don't you? You're a Monty Python fan, right?
Yeah, which one are you?
Where it's John Cleese trying to teach you, it's a self-defense class.
Oh, yeah.
And he's trying to teach you how to fend off a banana attack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
If someone's coming at you with a banana, and then it was Eric Idle who's like, teach us how to defend ourselves from someone with a pointed stick.
Pointed stick.
Pointed stick.
No.
I actually used the banana in one of my wrestling matches one time.
You know, I wanted to ask you about your wrestling match. So for listeners who checked out our episode, they learned that you're also like a wrestler, like big-time wrestler, but you've been doing that for a while. But what's going on now with your career?
Well, when I talked to you guys last time, I was retired. But then
got
I
back into
decided to get back into it. And so a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, I decided to get back into it. And I lasted a year. And then I got injured. So right now I'm on the shelf.
You're on the shelf. Oh.
Yeah.
You're not mint and boxed anymore.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. I tore my PCL, so I might be out for a little while. So.
And so the PCL, for our listeners, and me, what exactly is that?
That's basically the thing in the back of your knee, the ligament that kind of holds it together.
Oy.
And right now, it almost sounds like it's not there.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't want to get into too much detail, but it's not fun.
But you're getting it fixed, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, then what do you think? Are you going to get back into it, or?
I'm not sure, honestly. I'm not sure.
Well, when you're resting, maybe it's time to think about that third book.
Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea.
And you could also, because we all love wrestling, that you could also be the evil manager.
Yes. Actually, I have a show coming up next weekend, and that's what I'm going to do.
No.
I was supposed to face Santana Jackson, who's a wrestling Michael Jackson impersonator.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of this.
Yeah, he's like blowing up all over YouTube and everything right now. But he's actually on the news recently, too. He does Michael Jackson shows in Vegas, and he choked out some guy on the strip. So he was on the news all over the place. But
somebody who was like an evildoer who he...
Yeah, it was just some drunk guy that...
got in his face?
Yeah, pretty much. But I was supposed to wrestle him next weekend, but that's not going to happen.
Right,
so I'm going to go to the show anyways. And, well, you can see I'm not in a wheelchair right now. But
you will be.
Who knows? Maybe my knee will get 10 times worse by next Saturday. Wink, wink.
Ronnie, I've heard about something. I don't know much about it, but it's called Final Girls Support Group. I think it's a book that came out.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with this?
I am. Yeah, I'm very familiar with that. And
what's that all about?
Well, you know what? It was really funny because I was actually writing a script, and it was going to be a Friday the 13th sequel.
Oh.
And my whole premise was that Ted, who survived part 2, he wrote a book. He lied about everything. He's the hero, but then the final girl calls him out on it. And
that's great.
Yeah, and she invites him to this group that she runs, and it's all the survivors of the Friday the 13th movies. And he has to listen to every story of what they really went through. So then it turns into some other thing like, hey, we're going to ruin you. We're going to blackmail you, basically. And all that we want you to do is put yourself in our shoes, spend a weekend at the camp, see what happens, and you know where it's going from there.
That's terrific.
But when that came out, I was just like, oh, shit.
Really?
What is that,
I hate it
James?
when that happens.
What is that?
It's a novel, right? It's a novel that came out last year?
Yeah, and it's basically what it sounds like. It's for final girls. They all get together and just like...
So they take the heroines from each of these slasher movies, and
it's from established franchises?
Is it? I haven't actually read the book. I just heard about it.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds fun.
Yeah. One of my friends, she is really into it. So yeah. I definitely suggest checking that one out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Ronnie, you did some makeup here with your outfit. So what are you kind of made up as here?
Fade the Black.
Nice.
You guys know Fade the Black?
Sure,
never
yeah.
see that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a really underrated movie.
Yeah, and I wanted to go obscure, because like, hey, that's what I do.
Nice.
So yeah, that's what I did, and I've had like 3 or 4 people come up to me and they're like, Fade the Black.
Nice.
But more often I get, hey, Two-Face.
Right.
I'm like,
well, I knew it wasn't that.
Sure, yeah.
So Fade to Black is a serial killer who is obsessed with movies.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Dennis Christopher, 1981.
Yeah, very good.
Independent.
Yeah. And he's going to be at the Hollywood show next month. So I might just have to reprise this whole thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was one that even like Siskel and Ebert liked back in the day.
Yeah, yeah.
It's smart.
Yeah, it's a character study.
Yeah.
And it has one of the coolest endings ever, too. It was on the Chinese theater.
Right.
So, yeah, I
And
mean...
he did the whole James Cagney White Heat ending.
Let's spoil it.
Spoiler.
But, Ronnie, I want to thank you so much for stopping by. And, we got to have you back on the show. If you're
We loved that episode. It was great.
Yeah, it's a great
awesome.
episode. If you start doing the third book, keep us informed. Let us know. We'd
we'll
love to have
plug
you back.
anything that you want. Just let us know.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much.
Well, look, we wish you much success and recovery with the knee.
Oh, yeah.
And we'd love to see you again.
Thank you. I'd love to be on the show anytime you guys want.
Out of sight.
Wow.
So here we are. It's
Yes, the end of the night.
Yeah, the end of the first day, Friday.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And,
it was a great day.
It was a great day.
Yeah.
We got to see a lot of old friends. We made new friends.
We did.
And
We had some friends hang around for a while. A little longer than we wanted, but
why?
They were.
Why do you lash out?
Well, I'm not lashing. I'm saying, but it was a good day.
When anyone wants to hang out here and talk on the microphone, that's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
I look at it as a great evening. There were points where there were so many of our previous guests and friends that were all just happened to be here at the same time.
Yes.
It's wonderful. It's like it's a party.
Monster Party.
Yes.
Larry.
Yes. It is
Okay.
Monster Party.
And we brought the party. In fact, and this is something that I wasn't even thinking about, how dare me, but which of you guys brought the booze?
I did. The vodka?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I brought a bunch of it.
Fantastic.
And I also brought the, there's whiskey in there. I was going to make some whiskey sevens. I just didn't get around to that.
Wow.
Did you have anything at all?
I had a little vodka something earlier in the day.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I had a
I'm going to
cocktail
do
or
something
two.
more harder tomorrow because...
Because it's Saturday.
Because
Saturday, man.
But the one, I will say this. It was a great day, but someone was missed.
Of course, we always miss Shawn Sheridan.
Yeah.
Well, that's not who I was talking about, but but yes.
Nice. Nice timing.
No.
Look at him. With the comedic timing.
No,
Who was missed?
absolutely, it was Shawn. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes.
Wow, it's a whole new you. You really are turning over a new leaf.
Wait, no, that's not the leaf I want to turn over.
Your comedy is becoming more cruel.
But it was fun. I don't want to be known as the cruel guy,
kidding.
but we have these. We talked a little bit about these little free gifts.
Yes.
We've given to people who we talk to and stuff, and it's people have loved them.
Yeah, just a great idea.
You have spent a lot of time and thought and effort on these initiatives, and one of them is this giant pumpkin that has these novelties with the Monster Party tag that you printed and stapled on each one of them, and we bring them to the special guests that we want to reach in, pull out a prize.
Yeah. And then those little fingers, the plastic fingers, to fill them with crystal meth the way you did.
No.
And then like to cook the meth yourself.
No,
It's a lot of work.
There's no crystal meth there. No.
Oh,
It's
you're
just
no
it's
fun.
all it's all yeah.
I take back everything I said about the comedy.
But it was go ahead, James.
No, and also, the initiative of this raffle,
Yes,
where, Taylor White from Creature Features generously, offered to give us some swag, which now you have parlayed into doing these live event raffles day by day here at the show.
Mm-hmm.
The first day was, you don't know when you set this up how much response you're going to get.
Yeah.
People were constantly filling out these little slips, putting them in the skull.
Yeah.
And wow, we hand wrote this sign. We didn't even know if they could read it or decipher it, but they got it. They went in on it, and we had a winner. We don't know if he's going to reply, but we did have a winner.
We did.
And tomorrow there's
going to be more.
There's
Not
gonna
just
be
one.
more.
There's going to be multiple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this M. Meinhold, who won. I just want to say congratulations because you've got a really great book coming.
It was great to talk to Ronnie Angel today.
Yeah.
That was, I mean,
and I wish him a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Well, he's so many past guests. You know,
Yeah.
Frank Woodward and Jason Lindsay, and of course Ken Daly and Dana Gould, and
It's just
But the new one, talking to
G. Charles Wright.
Yeah.
To talk to Tom Woodruff was like such a thrill, and Bill Malone. I mean, I was so excited. This is the guy who owned Robbie the Robot at one time,
Right.
and hopefully we can get him on our show.
Yeah.
Lost in Space. You know, gotta love it.
Lost in Space.
Robbie the Robot. That does not compute.
Well, Robbie the Robot, he was on the show. He was in a couple episodes. So I guess that's
Hey, James. So I hear you got some ideas about this whole Doctor Who thing.
All I want to know is, what's the doctor's name?
It's as fresh as it was this morning.
Well, I got.
And by morning, I mean 6 o'clock.
Well, guys, this
PM.
has been great, and we have another long day ahead of us.
Yes, we do.
So,
yes,
it's getting longer all the time.
All right. Well, then maybe we should end this.
Oh.
On that note,
see you tomorrow.
And who are you?
I'm Matt Weinhold.
I'm James Gonis.
I'm Larry Stroth.
I'm glad we got that straightened out.
Yes, but you went out of order.
I'm sorry.
I'm SHAWN Sheridan.
keep America strong.
Oh, God.
Come to Monsterpalooza.
Yeah.
So, wow, we're doing the test recording pre-show.
Testing.
Yes,
hello.
Yeah. That's James Gonis. I'm Matt Weinhold. And we were talking a little bit about Bobby Vinton.
Of course.
His blue streak.
Because it's Monsterpalooza.
Monsterpalooza. You think of Bobby Vinton?
Yeah.
And the horrible blue streak that he went through.
Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet. Blue on Blue.
Blue on Blue.
Was there anything else?
Pasadena.
Okay, well.
And it's
the blue. Hey, blue.
That's it.
Hey, blue.
Yeah.
Blue Mary.
Mr. Blue?
Hey.
That wasn't.
No, that's not him.
okay.
Who did Mr. Blue?
Was it the Fleetwoods? I want to say it was the Fleetwoods.
Wow. We need to. I feel like we're like the perfect people to go on one of those 50s cruises.
I'll tell you a story. And
Tell me a story.
It is genre related.
Okay.
There was a time when I was a video game tester.
Yeah.
For Sony Interactive, and I was hanging out with these kids who did nothing all day but test video games for a living.
Okay.
And it was fun. And I was sort of the oldster among the kids.
Always, right? Like from when you were like 12, you were the oldster.
I was always the old soul.
Let's ask Grandpa, and you're like sipping on your chocolate milk.
Well, when I was 16, Halloween 2 came out.
Okay.
And I was a soundtrack collector.
Of course.
And I bought.
Glad you got out of that.
I bought the soundtrack.
Yes.
And it was the first time the Halloween music by John Carpenter was available on LP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I was very excited. And the record ended with a song called Mr. Sandman. The film begins with that song. And it's evocative. It's a nice touch for the movie. It's one of the few things I actually like about that movie. But
the fact that they play Mr. Sandman.
Yes.
Wow.
It's because it's subtle, which is what none of the rest of the movie is. But
that's true.
So I'm hanging out with these kids from Activision, and there's this TV commercial with oldies. And I'm not looking at the TV screen. I'm looking away from the screen. And one of the kids decides to sort of test me. And one of the songs that they play is Mr. Sandman. And the kid says, "Who sang Mr. Sandman, James?" And I didn't skip a beat. I said, "The Cordettes." And
you know what I mean?
That is good. He thought I was Rain
have
Man.
to be here early, so you drove from more than one.
I didn't tell him it was because of the Halloween 2 soundtrack.
If you want.
Wow. Yeah. Well, it's funny, and that's how you get into trouble, because you get one thing right.
Right.
Hello. Hi. I'm Kathy.
And how old are you?
I'm 17.
And are you here with anyone today?
Yes, I'm here with my friends Abby and Amelie.
Looks like Abby's like passed out.
Well, only for a little bit. In 5 minutes, we're gonna go get a living dead doll and some jewelry.
Ooh.
She found the table.
I want to talk to them later. After the.
So as
There's
soon
one
as I
named
ask,
Maggot.
as soon as I talk to her, then we shut it down. So this is a harbinger of what's going to happen the rest of the show. I start talking, then boom.
I'm a loser.
No, you're not.
You're right. I'm not a loser. I'm a winner.
You are a
That's what I have
winner.
to say to myself every morning.
You go back and forth all the time.
I get up
You're
in the
either
morning.
fucking wonderful or it's this bullshit about, the playing the applause and.
But I like playing the applause.
I know you do.
Okay.
I know. And I'm sure in some sort of self-help book they'd say that's great. But there's something wrong about it.
It makes
Larry.
me feel so good.
I know.
Have you tried that? Have you tried listening to applause for 14 minutes?
You've seen my act. It gets old.
I'm sorry. Okay.